Hi, okay, you're not ready for this. You're not. You think you are because you clicked this video, but you're not. And I'm so sorry because I went way too hard. It's a lot for why you're attractive and what's attractive about you. Guys, I was just gonna make like a 10-minute for each one, and as I was pulling oracle cards, I just kept going, and I just didn't stop. And I don't know why, so yay! And I haven't looked at all of the cards either. So there's that. But, hey, there's probably a reason for it. Impulse control. Yeah, let's just go for it though, okay? I mean, the energy was good while I was pulling cards. So, pile 1, this is you. Pile 2, pile 3. One day I should just be like, pile 2, this is you. Pile 3, and then pile 1. But yes, okay, here, look, let me just show you. Oh, also, these cards, they're really great. They're great. I pulled them from my Pinterest board of pretty words, but I haven't looked at how to pronounce a lot of them. So, be gentle with me as I make up new ways to pronounce them later on. Okay, pile 1. Boredom begets apathy. And we also have arcane. Secret, mysterious, understood only by a few. Okay. And we also have for your stone is howlite. Maybe it will kind of. Okay. Pile 2. Hello. We have love mends all, but the misconceptions of what love truly is what creates all that needs to be mended. Ah. And then, Siri Mary? I've looked this word up like 2 or 3 times. I'm still not sure if I'm saying it right, but, a light rain, a fine drizzle. Oh, yeah, and, your stone is Chauncey? I hope I'm saying that correctly. It's so pretty. I hope you can see this. I don't know if my camera's focusing, but we're gonna just keep going. Okay, and then pile 3. How you react to my energy is not my responsibility. Put a period on it? What? Okay, wait. Aida. A garden. Yeah, you're not supposed to see the other ones. There's a madness to this method. And your stone, I'm pretty sure, it's red jasper. Yeah. Okay, maybe my hand's making it more difficult. Or maybe just because I keep moving it. Okay, we're going ahead, full steam. So, yeah, get ready. Pile 1, we're jumping in. For everybody else, the timestamps will be listed below. And I'm not editing this because it takes a lot more memory, which is weird when you think about it. For some reason, like when you cut the video and then add it into like, a third-party app to connect them, it's like way more data or memory. I don't understand it, but yeah. I did say that the topic was what people find attractive about you, right? I really hope so. It's like, hello, pick a pile. No questions. Just pick one. I should do that. Yeah, it's fun. That would be fun. I'm gonna do that next time. Although I guess the title will give it away. When I have a lot more followers who would just click on whatever I post, then I can do it. Because I don't have to worry about reaching people. Like, I'll already have my, my people. Soul tribe. And I feel like my soul tribe would find that funny. I hope. Okay. It's kind of centered. Sure. Okay. And maybe I'll put your like little stone right by the little Turkish eye. Okay. Hi, 𝔬𝔲𝔲𝔬𝔲𝔲𝔬𝔲𝔬𝔲𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬 pile one. How are you? You attractive thing, you. Okay, so prepare yourself, all right? Just take a second because I'm about to throw a lot at you. Mostly good stuff, but like it's gonna be overwhelming how much I'm about to compliment you. And so if you're not used to accepting compliments, just go ahead and embrace it. Like, just prepare yourself. Okay, pile one. What do people find attractive about you? What's attractive about you and all of that? Okay, so, oh, poet, that's cool. Let me see. I didn't look at these, I should have. Oh my god, why didn't I look at them before recording? Oh well, I mean, it's not like I'm gonna change it. Prostitute and vampire. I'm done, I quit. No, just joking, you guys are my kind of people. No, but keep it interesting for me, please. We don't need, no normies allowed. Okay, jeez. What was this one? Oh yeah, because this one, okay, I took this one after these came out because when I was shuffling for this, it landed on it. So I was like, oh, this must be what they're healing. Can you guys, you know what, I'll lift them to the camera later. Okay, healing. Let me, I swear, this camera was working earlier. Let me just touch it. There we go. That's what she said. I wasn't gonna make the joke, but you guys did get prostitute. Okay. So, child divine, let me see here. Innocence, purity, and redemption suggest a special connection with the divine, an inability to defend oneself against negative forces. So, perhaps, like, in the past, you were subject to a lot of negativity or negative environments where you didn't feel like you had a lot of power. But that's something you've either healed or you are currently healing. Put it like that. I just hit that with my face. Oh well. Okay, so this is so interesting. Oh, okay. Well, you know what? Let's just go ahead and let's bring these up to the camera. Okay. So, poet. Express, okay, it's really hard to read and look in the camera at the same time to see if it's focused, so. Expresses soul insights in symbolic language. Shadow attribute turns a lyric gift to negative or destructive effect. Vampire, oh wait, prostitute. Yeah. Light attribute accentuates the challenge of surviving without negotiating the power of your spirit. Shadow attribute places material considerations and security above self-empowerment. So, you know, you don't have to literally be out there selling your body. I mean, on some level, aren't we all? But it's, you know, it doesn't have to be like you're, you know, actually out there in the streets, pretty womaning it, or pretty manning it. Vampire. Light attribute makes you aware that someone or something is draining your life force. Shadow attributes depleting others for your psychic survival, chronic complaining, and codependency. So, Okay, let's just take that all in for a second, okay? I feel like you were in a pretty toxic environment. I mean, you could have been toxic yourself. Maybe that's how you got into the environment, or it just like some of these people's attributes rubbed off on you, and whatever the case is, you noticed a pattern and you pulled yourself out of it. Okay, so I just want to say that there's something to be said about you sort of pulling yourself up by your bootstraps, so to speak. Okay, let me just put this over there. Okay, so Aries, it's time to take action. New moon in Aries. And confidence is your key to success. New moon and Leo. Lots of new moon energy. Okay. Actually, something I'm kind of getting is that you guys are people that start a lot of new projects, or you're always it's like you're always doing something new. And I don't know if it's like you don't keep up with everyone, and so they just kind of, in passing, maybe with you or with others, they hear about it and it's like, oh, hey, how are you? And you're like, oh yeah, I'm good, I just started this new hobby, or yeah, I've been in school for a while, or yeah, I just started a new career. And people are like, wait, what? When did you have time to do this? Like, so I feel like you're somebody that's always evolving, yeah, or trying out a lot of new things. But people find that attractive. They're like, wow, pile one's always got something like interesting. And that makes sense actually with arcane, like secret, mysterious, and shown only by a few. I feel like that people just can't keep up with you. You're always out there doing something. And people are like, when did they have time? Like, in what world? Did they, like, yeah, okay. Let me look at this a little bit more. I feel like there is something very sexy, just like about the way you carry yourself, pile one. I think you might be a little bit more introverted, and keep to yourself. You might be a night owl as well. But the way I'm looking at this vampire picture, she's holding her cloak like really close to her, and I almost feel like, it's the person at the back of the bar or whatever that's like on their way out and hoping like nobody notices them, and like they just put their coat on and they're sneaking out. I feel like when you want to be seen, you're seen. I mean, with this Aries and Leo energy and prostitute. I'm sorry, I'm trying to be a little quiet because I'm pretty sure the people next to me can hear. But hey, why be ashamed? There's nothing to be ashamed about. I mean, if anything, this is what people are attracted to you for. So this is working for you. But something else that came to my mind with poet and prostitute is there's something about the way that you talk that just pulls people in. There's something that's just very seductive, but also creative. It's like you've got your own way of speaking, your own way of explaining things, and you might take concepts or larger, how would I say this, like larger blocks of information, and you break them down in ways that are sort of new, creative, just different ways that people wouldn't usually think of. And it's alluring. And it might not just be like I don't know, honestly, I'm not really getting like a teacher to student. I'm getting more like an artist. Like you can take something ambiguous and then, if you're talking to someone about like your philosophy or your like ethics or religion, like your values, stuff like that, I think people are like, wow, this person's really in depth, and they come about this a completely different way, a different angle. Like there's depth to you, pile one. Okay, let's see what else we have. Okay. So we have blaming. You hold other people responsible for your pain, or take the tack and blame yourself for every problem or reversal. So that was something else I noticed when I was shuffling some of your oracle cards, even though I hadn't looked at all of them. Definitely didn't see those. Something that came out was you've taken accountability for a lot in your life, pile one. It's like when you see an issue with something, even if it's mutual, like the reason that the problem's there, it's like you take it upon yourself to correct it and fix it. I actually think you're really hard on yourself, just as a side note, pile one. But people see this as a strength. It's like you're a go-getter. You go out and you're like, I want to be better. I'm going to do better. And yeah, you remove yourself from these sort of situations. And also, I think you're really good at calling out like the literal energy vampires in your life. And even if they're not people, it's like the situations that these people cause or create. You're able to see how they've pulled you in, or that they've seduced you in some way, and you hold yourself accountable and take the blame. Almost, I want to say almost to an extreme value, or yeah. But in doing so, you do remove yourself, and people are just like, wow, pile one's not here to play games. Like they, yeah. And maybe that's why, like, these people don't know a lot about you. Like, maybe you've cut off a lot of people, and they're still trying to keep tabs. They're like, what's going on with pile one? Like, I haven't heard from them in, like, 6 months, 2 years. And it's because when you're done, I think you're done. You know, it's... Once you get out of a bad situation, you just... There's no going back. There's no second chances. Because you know, like, how hard it is to climb out of that. And you're not giving anyone a chance to like pull you back down and drag you through the mud. Okay, so but again, this is what people find attractive about you. Okay, so we have you are my best friend, and you get everything that you want. I really like that. Major manifester vibe. So it's like, yeah, whatever you want, you go out and get pile one, which makes a lot of sense because you had both new moons with Aries and Leo. I think most of the time when you meet people, you have a way about you that, again, it draws people in with prostitute and poet. Like, people, I think, want to be your best friend. There's something just so... It has to do with your ambition and your dedication. When you want something, you do get it. Whether that's healing, or it's just a better lifestyle for yourself, or, shoot, it could be, like, a new car, or a new house, or, like, whatever you want. My God, you cannot be deterred. You cannot be deterred. And I think people want to be wanted by you because they see how hard you go for stuff, like how hard you go for yourself and your goals. Now, these are the effects that you have on other people, although this card and the one behind it are supposed to be reflective of where this energy that makes you attractive, basically like its core. It's yeah, it's concentrate. So we have Tosca. Hold on, you're gonna see the words behind it. Okay, ache of soul, longing with nothing to long for. And lacuna, a blank space, a missing part. So I wonder, pile one, if you're ever satiated. It's like there's always something to be done. There's always something to go after. Even after like you've reached your goals, it's like on to the next thing almost. You don't stop. And I wonder if it's in relation to filling a void of some kind that you just haven't been able to pinpoint. So it's like go fast and hard and hope that eventually in that process, you know, that void gets filled. But I also think that you probably leave a lot of people like aching for more, wanting more in pile one. Because here's the thing, you have so much, not just so much energy, but such powerful energy. It's so potent that whenever you move from space to space, or, you know, level to level, cycle to cycle, people feel the imprint of that. They feel the loss of that. Yeah, but let's look at these. Okay. We're actually getting through this pretty fast, so we'll pull tarot. Okay, so again, this is like your effect on people and also some identifiers of who these people might be, okay? Because, you know, we're nosy. Okay, authentic and hope. How important do you think self-care is, and what is self-care for you? So, I think, first of all, you are very authentic, pile one. You're very honest. You're pretty straightforward. I don't think you play games. I really don't get you as like a game player. I get you as very intense. But you don't play games, and intense isn't like, you know, I don't think you're mean or negative. I just think you know what you want. You might have a lot of Scorpio in your chart, but authentic. So genuine, certifiable, acting in ways that show your true self and how you feel. Genuine expression and hope. Opportunity, possibility, a desire for things to change for the better, an expectation of positive outcomes. So yeah, a desire for things to change for the better. I really do think that you're always alchemizing these situations. It's like always, self-improvement is big for pile one. Self-improvement is really big. And what's so attractive about, you know, it's interesting because when I was pulling cards, you know, of course I'm thinking what's attractive about the people, and then like what's attractive about their energy. I feel like you guys are master manifestors. I think your energy actually does attract what it is that you seek, and maybe that's why you're just always on to the next. Like, you just always known this energy of just improvement, and it's like whether you're conscious or or unconscious of it, you're always manifesting new. And yeah, it's like the universe is literally like, I don't know, you have a very attractive energy, aura, or just, it's, but you work with it. And, you know, this means attracting better situations and better people, better, a lifestyle even. So, okay, these are the people and like how you affect them. We have bros. I actually kind of want to read this. I don't always read the things on the bottom, but a bro is always entitled to do something stupid as long as the rest of his bros are all doing it. Okay, so we have bros. We have Judgment Day. It's your basic performance assessment on a biblical scale. Oh my god, we have tarot cards. And we have gag reflex. Maybe you don't like tarot. It's a weird place for you to be, but hey, I really commend how open-minded you are. If you don't, that you would put yourself out here and you're like, let me just give it a try. But yeah, tarot cards and gag reflex. So I guess I could read this. I mean, sometimes I don't think that they're related. I just read them intuitively. But last night I stayed up late playing poker with tarot cards. I got a full house and 4 people died. And gag reflex, the human body's ability to defend itself against Brussels sprouts. Okay, so bros, Judgment Day, tarot cards, gag reflex. So you might have a lot of spiritual people around you. But something I'm kind of getting is with bros, like I think of friends or family, because you don't usually call like your romantic interest bro. I mean, sometimes we do, like we all slip. But yeah, I don't know. And with the bros like doing something stupid and Judgment Day, maybe you call this out, not necessarily directly, but just like with your behavior, because it says it's okay as long as everyone else is doing it, but I don't think you're doing it. You don't do stuff that you find is like bad for you or it's stupid. So like, even if you had a friend group originally where like you were kind of okay with that stuff, the more you improve and like this self-growth happens, the less you're inclined to like participate in these activities. And just by way of changing your behavior, I wonder if it affects them. And you know, I think it's in a positive way, though, with authentic and hope. So like, if you guys are all sitting around and complaining about the world just being unfair or not being able to go out and do what you want to do, and then you start going out and doing what you want to do, now everyone's like, oh, okay, we can't really complain anymore about this, especially around our Pile Ones, like, sort of holding a mirror up to people, especially with Judgment Day. It's like, you need to have a rebirth, sir, ma'am, you need to have a rebirth. Also, okay, look, I get something very intense about your energy, like, very intense. I've read for a lot of people, and I can tell this is on the top of the scale, and this is meant to be a light reading. So I just, yeah, tarot cards and gag reflex. So okay, what do we use tarot cards for? We use tarot cards to communicate with really our subconscious. Spirit guides, yes. God, yes. Our higher self, yes. But where does that happen? I am of the belief that it happens in our subconscious, as all things that are different from what we perceive to be our reality. All artists and creatives alike, they pull from the subconscious. Geniuses pull from the subconscious. Because what creativity is, it's to see the connections between two seemingly unrelated things and to add an application that's useful. Whether that application is reflection or that application actually aids in solving a problem. And, you know, tarot cards are that medium. We can take our interpretations from anything we want. It doesn't have to be cards. You can just look at the people in your life, and it will tell you what you think about yourself. It will tell you what you value. It will tell you how much you care about who you are and where you're going. Because that is a reflection of your choices. You don't need cards to know that. You don't. The cards help speed up the process. And even if there, you know, even if there isn't any God or spirit, and I'm of the belief that there is, but even if there isn't, pulling cards for yourself, the way that you interpret them one day will be different than the next day. And that in itself will tell you where your mind is at day 1 versus day 100 or so. It will tell you. Because the way that you interpret those cards is a reflection of your mindset. The way that you interpret your situation is a reflection of your mindset. That's why you have people in victim mentality and other people who are just so happy and optimistic no matter what. They can always find that brighter side, and those people tend to do better. Actually, you know, it's funny. I can't remember what study it was. I want to say it was from Stanford, but it was that pessimists tend to be right more, but optimists tend to achieve more. And I thought, that's really interesting. You know, and it makes a lot of sense. I feel like you guys are probably more pragmatic, but with that optimistic flair. And gag reflex, Judgment Day, I don't know, maybe the people that are attracted to you, pile one, they see all that you're able to do, all that you're capable of doing, and they don't really understand the process. They don't, it's like it doesn't take to them with gag reflex and tarot cards. They don't understand that you're sitting with yourself, that you're looking at your trauma, that you're growing. It's almost like they're just ready to sort of like discount it. Like, okay, so yeah, it's like people who are like, oh, you believe like zodiac signs, like one sign can tell you anything about you. And it's like, okay, hold on, because there's actually like hundreds and hundreds of placements within a person and aspects. And if you think God can talk you through the Bible, why not the stars? Why not 1,000 different other ways? Like, just because your mind can't comprehend all of the different ways, just because some old white dude told you that this was the only way, you're gonna believe that over your like intuition, over your heart, over what you think is possible? Okay, that sounds like a different type of religion in itself, but that's fine. You know, we're all, you know, we can all, but it's like you do your own shadow work, and it's, I don't know that you get your recognition all the time. Like people just, maybe they're like, oh, well, you're lucky, or, oh, like say you started bringing in affluent people around you because you changed your mindset to be more of affluent, of I'm going to go out of my comfort zone. I'm going to go and do stuff that makes me better as a person. And then because you started bringing in affluent people, maybe they're like, oh, pile one, or they just got like a sugar daddy or a sugar mama or like sugar friends. I don't know. And it's like, are you kidding me? No, I've just got people with better mindsets, and people who have better mindsets do better for themselves. That's it. I mean, and yeah, but I don't know. I think you're really hard on yourself. And with this aching of soul, longing for nothing to long for, you know what I think it is that you're longing for? It's like an understanding. It's like that somebody could actually see you for you, see this effort that you're doing, see how important it is for you to always like grow and fix yourself. And I don't know that you have as many people around that see that or do that. I do think you're probably pulling in more people of that caliber, but yeah, how important do you think self-care is, and what is self-care for you? I definitely think that you make people ask this of themselves. Like you make people become more aware. It's like, oh, I thought self-care was just you know, like doing a face mask or painting my nails or something. And like, sure, it can be. I'd have to think about the surface level stuff for guys, but you're showing them, no, it's never just about the action. It's the intention behind the action. And what's behind the intention is self-awareness. What's behind that is reflection. It's shadow work. That's what self-care is. It's shadow work manifest in these actions that are in alignment, as within, so without. You make people challenge that. You can't just do something and then say, okay, and check self-care off a box, like 5 minutes are done. That's not really how it works. Anyways, so pile one, I think you challenge people's mindsets. Yeah, okay, let's do some tarot for pile one. Okay, so you guys, what do you have for pile one? What's attractive about them? Oop, almost dropped like, oh, did that just come out of the pile? That was meant to, you know, that it was from the last reading I did, but I do feel like that's you, like always investigating. Yeah, I guess it was in my deck. Ooh, 6 of Wands though on the bottom. I really feel like, pile one, maybe you're also like the kind of people that likes to study how other people became successful. You know, maybe like you listen to a lot of those audiobooks or videos or like motivational speakers, and yeah, being successful is important to you. Not just for like a title or anything, but really just for growing, like as yourself. Like you realize you deserve to be successful, and you do. I don't know why people question that. It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing to want. What's the alternative? To want to be mediocre? To want to like barely participate in this one life you've been given? I think you fully participate. Okay, what's attractive about pile one, Spirit? Spirit guides, what's attractive? Ooh, we have strength again. Lots of Leo energy. So, ooh, okay. It did come out in reverse, but the way it hit Judgment Day, I feel like this, okay, literally strength is self-care. It's self-love. It's balancing that primal cardinal nature of yourself. And by that, I mean the indoctrination that we all have, the stuff that we feel like we just have to do because we were told to, or the lack of, what is it? My mind just went blank. Self-control, self-awareness. It's like not doing stuff that is self-destructive just because it feels good, or just because it's like a habit, or just because other people are doing it. So that came out in reverse, but the way it hit Judgment, I feel like what's attractive about you is you are really keen and observant when you start to do something like that. You're like, wait, hold on, is this serving my highest good? I think you challenge that, especially with Six of Pentacles down here. Like, you really look and see if this is balanced. Two of Cups just peeking out over there. I think you do this in relationships too. Okay, let's see what else we have. Oh my gosh, these all came out in reverse. So yeah, we had Page of Wands and High Priestess. Both came out in reverse. I find that really interesting. This isn't not a super common interpretation of the High Priestess in reverse, but I can cite it in one of my tarot books. The High Priestess in reverse is the non-virgin, and just because you guys got prostitute, I had to say it. I don't think I've ever actually used that interpretation. Page of Wands in reverse is actually, this one makes me the saddest of all of the pages in reverse, because they can reflect our child wounding. And the Page of Wands in reverse isn't the one that acts out, but it's the one that it's like the artistic soul, the creative individual that never really got validation from others, that never really got to feel supported or connected to others. It's like that creative genius energy. There's so much there, so much that the world needs, that just didn't get nurtured or recognized. It's the only page, yeah, that doesn't act out. It's not like a crybaby. It's almost the one that goes silent on like all of this creative energy is focused on the internal world. And maybe that's why you're so focused on self-growth and healing. Like, that's how you channel all of this energy. The High Priestess in reverse, I think that what's attractive about you too, though, is you have all of these insights, but you don't share them. I don't think you share them. And in part, I think it's because you don't expect anyone to care. With the Page of Wands in reverse. Maybe you've just gotten kind of used to people, like, just, you know, doing their own thing and sort of disregarding it. Especially with tarot cards and gag reflex down here. Like, if you've interacted with people that just didn't respond very positively to your spirituality, I think you stopped opening up to them, and it created this mysterious, like, arcane. So, like, when you do speak, it's like, whoa, where'd all that wisdom come from? Like, what? You know, like, people are just so shook. They're shooketh, because they think, like, you're just this person, you know, just existing and, like, just doing normal, well, not normal things, honestly. Like, definitely, you got a lot going on, but then you speak and they realize, like, whoa, this person has, like, a lot of depth, like, a lot. And also, the High Priestess is somebody who's gone to the depths of hell and back, and that's why she's so wise. And the way I'm reading it in reverse, I feel like you've gone to those depths. Like, I think people notice that those topics that most are too uncomfortable with, like, fully looking at, you stare them down. And I think that was in part, like, this really intense energy I was picking up from pile one. And it reminds me of this quote from Carl Jung. I'm gonna butcher it. But it was like, as tall as a tree grows up, so too does its roots grow down to hell. It's like, yeah, as tall as the branches grow to heaven, so too do the roots grow down to hell. In essence, it's for every measure that, you know, you bring yourself closer to this divine awareness, to this higher life that you have, every increment has been matched and met with you doing shadow work, with you going deep down to the roots of these darker issues, asking yourself these tough questions, holding yourself accountable. Even when maybe it wasn't yours to take on, you still put yourself in that perspective and said, well, what if it was my account, like, to my place to take accountability of that, and like you really sat with the weight of that and tried to think about it, just to get extra clarity about it and like put yourself in all of these situations. But you do so much internal work. When it does come out, it's like out of nowhere, seemingly. Yeah, there's just an intensity about you, 𝔬𝔲𝔲. Let's get some messages. First, I want to do, oh my gosh, this video is long. These are going to be like what people feel and think around you, or like what you trigger in people in this energy. And then the others are just going to be like confirmations. Okay, so spirit guides for 𝔬𝔲𝔲. Can we get some messages about the people around them and how they're triggered or what they think about 𝔬𝔲𝔲? Ooh, okay. So, okay, on gag reflex, I'm curious. Hold on, is this like been out of Zoom the whole time? My bad. Okay. Gag reflex. There's no, oh, okay, there are no limits to what I can achieve. Judgment Day. That's interesting, hold on. Okay, you have awful and hold me. Okay. So yeah, it's like people want to come in with second chances with you, 𝔬𝔲𝔲. They feel like awful and they're like, hold me, please. I'm so sorry. My ego is shattered. Please hold me. Okay, you get everything that you want. I'm tired of feeling used. You are my best friend. There is only you. There could only ever be you. Wow, okay. Maybe you have like a best friend or an old friend that's just really like in their feelings and missing you. Over here on healing and child divine, we've got, that's interesting. I wasn't expecting that. Aroused. Why so much sexual energy, 𝔬𝔲𝔲? I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just, it's like 4 in the morning. And I didn't expect to go there. I would have chosen a different time of day. Okay, poet and prostitute. Okay, we have sorry. Again though, I mean, something about the way you heal is not only attractive, it's arousing. 𝔬𝔲𝔲, so. Okay, and then you have horrified and sorry. That's interesting. Maybe somebody like mistook you for like being a gold digger or something, and they are really sorry. Maybe this was a friend, maybe this is a past lover, or just somebody with terrible judgment, I would say, especially since I fell in judgment. But arcane, secret, mysterious, understood only by a few. Oh, I didn't see that one was in there. Okay. I love you, I need you, you matter to me. And that came with this one. Excited. Ooh, 𝔬𝔲𝔲. Somebody might be in love with you. Well, Or they just love you. I'm not like just, but you know, there's a difference between loving someone and being in love with them. You know, your family loves you, but your partner, your significant other, your spouse should be in love with you, ideally. So to each in the, yeah, you'll have to discern about that. You'll know, hopefully. And let's get some charms. Oh wait, we are going to do the other papers. Okay. These are the normal ones. These are just confirmations about this, or clarifications on the what's going on here. What's attractive about pile 1? Okay, spirit guides, can you please clarify? Okay, hold on. We got a few baskets. And last one. Okay. So, ooh, knock that over. Knock a lot of stuff over by accident, probably. Okay. Let's see, on prostitute. Interesting. Alpha male. Maybe somebody owes you an apology. You don't have to, I mean, I was gonna say you don't have to be masculine or feminine, which you don't. I get, you can be whatever. But it's interesting because the last reading I did, a similar story came out, and it was more of a channeled thing of like somebody wanting eye candy, and I felt like I was reading for more of a masculine energy. So I wonder if people took you as just like a pretty boy, or I mean, or just like a hot girl, like just arm candy. And maybe when you spoke about something, they're like, oh, holy shit, this person has like crazy depth. They are not just out here making it on their looks. They did not get all of this handed to them. Yes, they're attractive, but holy shit, like their mind is so fucking attractive. Especially if you talked about like this healing that you've been doing from your, maybe it was childhood trauma, and they're starting to realize like, I miscalculated pile 1. I had them pinned and I was wrong. Let's see. Okay, so under poet we have I am not alone, but I'm enough on my own. Is that okay? Hold on, let me just. Okay. No, you probably aren't afraid to go it on your own, like especially when people like just don't serve you, and you know. Okay. Fear of receiving love. Okay. Are you a dismissive avoidant or fearful avoidant, pile 1? Just curious. Alright, so High Priestess in reverse, we have in person. Interesting. And energetically locked. Okay. Now, if you pull away from people because you're, you know, afraid of giving love, and you find that you're staying in a cycle, that might be why, if you're energetically locked. I'm also getting, though, that other people kind of feel energetically locked onto you. I also feel like if you did tell somebody, like if you did just drop some knowledge or truth bomb on them, you did it in person. What's interesting though, this is all, it's time to take action, and you have energetically locked. I don't know, either you or the people that are attracted to you, there's a lack of confidence. Maybe in the capability of being able to receive love or being a good partner. Let me see, blaming. Theirs. Tosca. Okay, hold on. Ache of soul, longing with nothing to long for. And you have feed your future by feeding your bank account now, bitch. Okay. That's either something that you have been doing, or that's advice for you maybe to start doing to help get rid of that feeling. A blank space, a missing part. I have a healthy spirit. I saw 50-55 on the camera. So yeah, I'm just going to leave that as it is, because I think that's... if you're trying to fill a spirit-sized hole with anything less than... it's not gonna work, but... tarot cards. I was afraid of being used! Maybe your psychicness scared somebody off. And you don't have to be into all of this. You might just be really fucking intuitive. Some people, some empaths are just, they know stuff before the other people know it themselves, and that freaks people out because they're like, wait, are you reading me, or are you projecting this stuff onto me? And then later on they have to think about it, and they're like, was that my energy, or is it my energy because they told me it's my energy, now I'm overthinking it? So you really probably put some people in their headspace, and it's not until later, when you've detached yourself and they realize you had no reason to project that energy, and it was completely separate, and then they start seeing how it is tied to their own trauma and their past, and they're like, oh wait, no, they were just trying to do me a service, they're just very intuitive. And I wonder if in that process you with energetically locked, I don't know if you ever seen love, maybe you have scared a lot of partners off. Because it's with High Priestess in reverse, not only I think do you go down to the depths of hell for yourself, but maybe you see it in other people too. You're like, oh yeah, I've already done this trauma work. Hey, did you know that you're acting this way because you don't feel loved? And they're like, what? Insert drops whatever they're holding, falls to the ground, stays there for 6 months. No, but really, I think there's something quite intense about you. Okay. Gag reflex. Okay. Not a friend. Well, I choose to live in the present moment. And is this the last one? Taking baby steps will yield huge favorable results. Okay, so not a friend. Maybe this is somebody that pretends to not be interested in what you're interested in. Especially if you're into spirituality and stuff. It's somebody that would try and dismiss what you're interested in. It's ew, you think that's... Honestly, with gag reflex, ew, gag me with a spoon, but these, I feel this is someone in particular that pretends to be whatever it is that you're doing, it's off-putting, but that's not the truth of it. The truth is, because they wouldn't be showing up here if they weren't attracted to that energy, if they didn't admire it in some way. So this is either somebody that's pretending whatever you're doing is bad, of a sickness of, dirty, especially with prostitute and stuff like that. But that's their own projection, and on some level I feel they know that. And so again, this is not a friend, but I also get with this, it's just purging, if you drink too much, or if you accidentally take poison, because that happens so often, and you have to gag yourself, I get a lot of purging energy with you guys. Oh my god, why didn't I put this together? I'm not even gonna look. I'm just gonna hold it up to the camera, and then we're done. I'm not saying anything. I'm gonna have to make this video 18 plus, damn it. Shit. I don't know, maybe, you know, you know if you know, that might be an attractive quality, okay? We'll just mitigate around that. Oh my god, though, wait, wasn't this the group? I feel like this was the group that Tinder wanted to pop out. I think it was. And I, like, put it back, because I was like, nah, that's probably not for them. Anyways, let's get charms. Oh, first I want to see, like, some major zodiac signs. 5555. Oh, okay, first, for the viewers whose story this is most relevant to, spirit guides, can get some zodiac signs, like big 3. Ooh, I'm just doing this way. For the viewer spirit, what are the big 3 zodiac signs for? I also want to get some for who these people might be. I'm gonna just do them together. Okay, so you could be an Aquarius sun. Oh, there we go. You could be an Aquarius sun. We have Aries rising. Oh, shared synastry. Aries moon. Oh, so we have Aries moon twice. You definitely could have an Aries moon. And we have Gemini moon. Sagittarius moon. Lots of moon energy. I don't know why moon energy always comes out more than sun energy. Cancer moon. Ooh, Sagittarius moon twice. And Taurus sun. Okay, so definitely some people could have the same placements, zodiac placements, as those who are being mentioned. Okay, I just split the deck and it was Capricorn rising again, so also somebody could have a Capricorn rising. Or again, like you come off as like a really hard worker and intense, all right? Capricorn is represented by the devil, but also like they're just crazy intense. Crazy intense. Yeah. So, pile 1, let's get some charms, and then we will move on to the next one. I don't know if I'm going to be able to upload this video because it's even longer than the last one, but for pile 1, spirit guides, can we get some signifiers for pile 1, please? Okay. So, on Aquarius sun, we also have Libra. Oh, we have the sleepy pineapple. Okay. And the letter V. On Sagittarius moon, we have the letter G. Aries rising, we have context. So, you know what? Because I was just talking about the Capricorn with the Capricorn rising, and I was saying like, oh, you come off very intense, but so does Aries. Like Aries is like, they're the go-getters. They're the emperors. They're the initiators. I know a lot of Aries, and they are intense. Okay, so on You Are My Best Friend, and there is only you, there could only ever be you, we have twin flames. Take it or leave it. If you have subscribed to it, sure. It can just, to you, it might just, I feel like we all have different versions or interpretations of that, so you'll know what your interpretation is. Okay. There are no limits to what I can achieve. Spiritual awakening. What did I say? You guys are just like always doing the shadow work, aren't you? Like always. I think it's brought you a lot of success. Okay, on Sagittarius moon, you have noted. Which would make a lot of sense, by the way, if you're doing a lot of shadow work, because Sagittarius, they're the sign that represents spirituality. They're the abstract, the philosophies, the ideologies, the expansion, the higher learning, higher knowledge, education, right? So, noted. I just feel like you're always taking notes. You're always, yeah. Okay, on gag reflex, we have you're great. Oh my gosh, and we have legendary. Oh, you know what? Somebody might be lactose intolerant. That is a message for somebody with gag reflex. Yeah, somebody's lactose intolerant. Okay. Taurus sun, we have blockage. And we have you guac my world. I feel like you guys do rock people's worlds, but it's also like you rock their foundation so much that it takes some time before they can come back. Okay, so we have the 4, which is like celebrations and stability. This is also the Emperor for me, which is why I have like the little banner. Holidays, but yeah, this is like fun gatherings, something to really be celebrated. And we have the letter O, which is outdoorsy and outstanding. That landed on prostitute. So I don't know if this had something to do with like a celebration that was outdoors for somebody, or if it was just like out in the open. Something about, I don't know, that you were celebrating or that you're happy about. Maybe it was just misinterpreted. Maybe you have an OnlyFans page. I don't know your life. But hey, no shame. But is that all of them? Yeah. Wait, did that one? Oh, I almost missed this one. It was like in the leaves of the plant. Oh, what did we say? Oh my gosh, I'm nervous about your spirituality. Of course, that's the perfect one to end on. Because what has this whole reading been about? Your intensity, or the tarot cards. You're willing to go in depth. You're willing to look at self-care as like really shadow work is what, I broke it down to, because it was, self-care and yeah, that awareness, the intention, the awareness, the reflection, and then, the shadow work. Doing all of this, yeah, people, I don't know, maybe you just have something that's like so magical about you, so like that manifestor energy, and it makes people nervous. They're like, whoa, bitch can get whatever they want. Yeah, because they do the work, and so can you. It's like, you don't need to be nervous around me. You don't need to be nervous around, like, my insights. It's not, like, you don't want people to be scared of you. You're just taking control of your life. Like, you take control, you take accountability, and then you make it better. I think some people are starting to realize that, though. And I do think it's very attractive. It's almost like it pulls people in, but if they get too close, they get scared. And then they have to, like, take a step back and then watch you from maybe afar. And then they're like, oh, okay, no, that's just them as a person. And their energy just scared me a little bit because I've never done any of that, or have had the, why do I want to say chutzpah? Is that even the right to, the 𝒮𝒾𝓇𝑒𝓃? No, I can't say what I want to say because I feel like I'm going to get censored. But yeah, I've never had the, it's good to, what am I thinking of? I'm just gonna make up words for you guys. I'm making up new words for you because you know what? You're going to new places. It doesn't make sense to the rest of us. It doesn't have to. That's what I have for you, pile 1. You have the fearlessness, all right, to go forward. The confidence, the, yeah, you're brave. And it's intense. I really feel like you guys probably have like a lot of... See, I want to be like, you guys have probably a lot of Scorpio energy or Capricorn energy. Definitely I could see Aries energy. And I could see the Sag and Aquarius energy for sure. I think actually Aquarius and Sagittarius have a lot in common. But yeah, I'm like, oh, I want to say you have this energy and this energy, but I mean, we just pulled it. So I'm just trying to throw in new signs, I guess. Okay, but that's it, pile one. Oh my gosh, I gotta end this and probably cleanse the space. So thank you for joining. You can stay around if you want. I mostly just talk to myself, and clean up. Sometimes I talk to the camera. It makes me feel less awkward, but yeah, bye. Go away. Shoot. I'm just joking. You can stay. Oh, shoot. I always forget. These don't all go in the same basket. There's one basket with the feelings and stuff. I'll keep that one separate, although it's already kind of bled into the other ones. Okay. These. Oh, one of those might have jumped out of the basket bucket bowl. Shoot, you know what? While I'm doing this, I'm gonna put my coffee in the microwave. Oh my god, my butt is so numb. It's so numb. I'm sitting on like this tiny, tiny little stool. Okay. You know, I really hope that resonated with somebody. I felt like that was kind of all over the place. And you know, it's funny because I hear other readers say that, and I'm always like, no, that totally resonated. And so I'm like, surely they must know it resonated, but now I get where they're coming from. Shoot. You guys are from different, yeah, you're from different ones. Oh no, what are you? The letter D. Oops. Well, somebody might have a letter D. Although it's lowercase, and usually I take lowercase letters, as not as likely as the uppercase ones to be for a name, but you never know. You never know. Okay. Oh shoot. Did I? No, I did take them out. Okay. I'm about to push my piles together and it completely defeats the purpose of separating them. Let's see. I also have to fluff my baskets up. I'm going to move those so they don't get mixed. A lot goes into this, so if you're still watching, you should leave a comment. Also, because I would love to start to get to know you guys. At least, yeah, on this platform. I'm also on TikTok. I keep forgetting to mention that. I gotta start repping myself more. I talk to the people on TikTok. It's a fun little community. I should probably post something soon though. I'm having so much fun over here. Getting to do like actual extended stuff, which is, yeah, more fun. It's more intimate. I get to be more invasive. And people let me do it, so you know. Of course, though, I don't ever try and ask or bring up stuff that I know would make people uncomfortable, so there 'tis a responsibility with this sort of thing. Although I honestly believe like tarot readers that abuse their power and try to read stuff like that they shouldn't or would go against somebody's free will. Ooh, I just saw 1331. They don't really get them I don't want to say like truthful messages, but it's harder to work with higher vibrational beings if you yourself can't stay in a higher vibration. And that's not to say that like you have to expect and hold yourself to perfection, but I think your heart energy's got to be there, and if you're just like completely have a disregard for others, I'm a little bit more skeptic. So, but you know, I don't know everything. I know very, very little, and mostly just through my own interpretation of reality and perspective and trauma and, you know, all of the stuff us humans have. These are fun little sit-down talks with myself. Okay, these are easier to fluff. You know, I just realized the only time I'm quiet is actually in between when I'm doing readings for people. I'm cleaning up. It's peaceful. I am somebody that is always have something in the background. I think it's partly ADD, but Even in the quiet, I like to talk out loud to myself quite a bit. If you couldn't tell. Which I don't get why people think like talking to yourself or talking out loud is weird. Like you're literally just thinking out loud. I mean, it's like going up to somebody breathing and just like, can you not? Like, can you please stop thinking these things in like a way that feels normal to you? You're making me uncomfortable. Thanks. That's, you know, it's pretty entitled. Last basket, last fluffin' basket. Oh, hey, this one goes in the other basket. I'm glad that one fell out. Oh, well, that will be fun. My curiosity, man. Okay. I think we're good. Where are my... Oh, that's right. I only use these as oracles. Okay. Little apples to apples cards. Okay. Incense is gone. It's pretty. You know, I'm not a pyro, but haven't we all just stared at fire and just kind of zoned out a bit? Like, it's just... Maybe I'm just tired. I feel like Pile 1's energy kind of actually took a lot. Usually I feel energized after reading, which I know is unusual, but it's the norm for me. Okay, I'm gonna grab... Okay, here's Pile 2's cards. I'm gonna go grab my coffee. We will get this rolling. I'm hitting stuff. Oh my god, it's 7 in the morning. Stop. What? Okay. Guys, like how real and authentic I am with you. Don't even stop my videos for human stuff. That incense smells really good. Okay. Got my coffee. Scoot, scoot, scoot. Okay. Ooh, all right. We'll put you there. Okay. Hi, Pile 2. Let's do this. let's see what is attractive about you and your energy and all of that. Okay, so first of all, you guys chose the love mends all, but the misconceptions of what love truly is what creates all that needs to be mended. Very deep and insightful, pile 2. So, I don't know all of your cards, but I'm about to, intimately. No, but yeah, we'll just see. Okay, so you guys also chose the a light rain, a fine drizzle. To me, this kind of is like, when I think of water, you know, most of us, we think of like intuition, the subconscious, somebody that's willing to go deep, but also the rain, for me personally, is my favorite weather. I fucking love the rain. I love it. It energizes my soul. When I hear thunder, shoot, I usually know that the rain's coming before like the weather app. And especially when it's like those like random showers that aren't, you know, listed. I just know, okay? I can smell it in the air, and there's a word for that. I forget, petrichor or something like that. I can smell it, I can feel it, I can always feel the humidity. Granted, I am like in the Houston area, right? It's hot, it's humid here. So like, I don't know if it would be the same everywhere, but for me, this like that light rain, that fine drizzle right before it starts raining, oh my god, it's euphoric. It's euphoric. So like maybe that like you have that presence on people, like you just come in and like they know something big is about to happen, but it's like that beautiful, gentle warning, you know, where everything just feels like it's about to get vitalized. All of the plants are about to get watered. All right, it's healing. It's gentle, it's healing. So that's what we're starting off with, okay? Now, okay, how did I do these? Because I split them in such a way that I could remember certain cards, when they fall out, if they fall on other cards, I kind of take it as an interpretation, and then I'll like separate them. And of course, the fun part is trying to remember what it was going through my head. But, okay, so pile 2. What is attractive about you? Okay. Ooh, Shapeshifter and Fool. I feel like we just had this in the last pick-a card. I don't know if it was both of these. I know Shapeshifter came out, and I think it came out for pile 2 also, so... Oop, didn't mean to hit that. But yeah, okay, interesting. Yeah, okay. And like I said, I didn't look at most of these. I don't think I saw the Oracle cards. Really, I didn't see a lot of them, truthfully. And the ones I did see, I forgot. So, yeah, something about your energy signifies change. Like the environment's about to shift. You're about to change the situation or somebody's perception. Also, I think you're probably really funny, and people think, like, maybe you can turn sad situations. Like, you can put, like, a spin on it. You might be one of those people that knows how to use, like, dark humor in a light way, like, just to sort of point out how... I don't know why I'm hearing Michael Scott say egregious, but how egregious our expectations are of ourselves. And, like, maybe you know how to sort of exaggerate that and extrapolate the truth that, like, nobody can really hold themselves to that. And, you know, like, you can make people feel kind of silly. It's like, why are you sad? Don't you know, like, we're just humans. Nobody expected you to be, like... I want to think of something funnier than a robot, guys. You're funnier than me, I'm sorry. Now, but, like, you just know how to exaggerate a situation, I think, okay? So, Fool. Yeah. Fearlessly revealing emotion, helping people laugh at absurdity and hypocrisy. Yes. Light attributes. Skill at navigating through different levels of consciousness, ability to see the potential in everything. Yeah, you're just an uplifting person, pile 2. People really love that about you. They find that attractive. They find that just, it pulls them in. Like, it doesn't matter what they're going through. You know how to put a positive spin on it. You know how to take something that feels heavy and make it feel light. Make it, yeah, just the issue feels a lot lighter around you. in part, I feel like you've done this in your own life. You've probably had to shift through a lot of heavy stuff. And that's why, you know, you're so good at embodying this energy. Okay, let's see what else we have. Okay, yeah, look at the bigger picture and take time to breathe out. Disseminating moon, and then we have full moon in Sagittarius. So yeah, when people, or when you are going through something difficult, like, you remind yourself to, like, hold on, let me just take a breath. Like, let's not get carried away. Like, this is not all doom and gloom. Let's look at the bigger picture, okay? Let's zoom out a little bit. You know, are our expectations realistic? Is the worth that we're attributing to this outcome really, like, fair? Is it as bad as we think it is? Or is there, you know, is there a higher purpose? Or is there a different way that we can approach this? Like, maybe now we get the opportunity to be a little bit more creative. Maybe now we get to, like, incorporate a different attribute of ourselves that we like, but that has been laid dormant for a while. Like, I don't know yet. We'll keep getting into it, but yeah, there's definitely something about you that's just, it's cleansing, and it really helps people feel lighter, make their problems feel like not as heavy. Okay, peace. Yeah, of course. Peace and destiny. Ooh, okay. I do remember seeing peace, but I didn't see destiny. I think they fell out like that. But peace. Bridget, goddess in your sacred name, a light within me, peace is flame. Oh, that's funny, because in between when I was doing the cards, I was staring at the incense, like the fire. And I mentioned, I was like, I'm not a pyro, but does anybody ever just, like, I mean, I'm sure we've all just stared at fire and we're like, wow, that's beautiful. Like, even if you're not a pyro person and you don't do it every time, like, I feel like everyone's done it at least once. You just sort of zone out. I feel like that's you. Like, you have all of this heavy energy and something that could be intense and burn. And most of us were like, don't play with fire, literally. But there's something about you that's like, hold on, like, let's breathe out. Like, just lower your gaze, like, not lower your gaze, but, like, release, you know? What is that word? It's almost like, I don't know if drifting in and out of consciousness, but it's definitely drifting out of this heavier energy. It's like, yeah, it's a level of dissociation, but like a healthy amount. It's not like, oh, let's just pretend these problems don't exist. It's like, hold on, like, let's just create some sort of separation so we can look at it in a way that's not overwhelming or, you know, frightening. Let's, you know, like destiny. Okay, all that I shall need to know as I walk shall now be shown. Something about this approach that you have, that you've done for yourself, and that you've implemented in such a way that either for others or in a way that others have seen in you, that has brought them comfort, has to do with not being deterred from your path, not having to act in such a way where you always have all of the answers. And even when you think you do and it doesn't pan out the way that you thought, not just thinking like, okay, game over, like, that's it, tried my hardest and it didn't work, so it's not for me. It's like, no, I guess I just didn't have all of the information. On the larger scale, though, I'm doing pretty well for myself. Like, I'm still making progress. I'm still, like, this is still my path. You're not shaken from your path that easily. There's a calmness to you. There's, okay, that didn't work out. We'll try again. That's okay. You know, maybe we take some time to rest, but you're never just like, you don't have a victim mentality, pile 2. You're very healing. Okay, so What's attractive about pile 2? What else do we have? Okay, so these. Okay. This is going to be one I do not know how to pronounce. I assume this is German. Vorfreude. The joyful, intense anticipation that comes from imagining future pleasures. Yeah, you really, guys, I do think you're optimistic. Okay. Vad, wild, untamed. Oh, man. Okay, I thought this was really cool. Okay. Vad, wild, untamed, uncontrolled, unregulated. But what came out with it, like, exactly, was Timpy, to control oneself. So, okay, look. Wild, untamed, uncontrolled, unregulated, to control oneself. So maybe in the past, like, you were kind of wild. But whether this is some aspect to you or your situation, you've learned how to tame it. It's, I don't know if you seek out this part of you that feels uncontrolled, but you do find a way to control it. And even if it's like not being able to control the outcome, you've learned how to control your energy. You know, it's like we can't control people or situations, but we can control our reaction to them. That's kind of what I'm getting. So okay. So we have, I tell other people how amazing you are. We're not friends, we're family. I do think you speak highly of people in general. You might be the kind of people that just always has something good to say about others. Okay. So we have forgiving, tick for tack. Let me see. Okay, we have polarized thinking. Things are black or white, good or bad. You have to be perfect or you're a failure. There is no middle ground. I felt a lack of affection and I felt uncared for. So pile 2. You know what? Before I get into this, because it's going to make more sense when I pull out these cards, because this is... Oh, wait, these are still for you. Okay, well, this is mostly to do with the effect that you have on other people when they see you in this energy, and also the signifiers of who they might be. But I'll just go ahead and say, you might have had to cut people off, or maybe, like, you guys just, 3, or you guys just had, like, a falling out, and you didn't really maintain it. And it could be because you could tell that there wasn't a lot that you could do. Maybe these people were just always offended. They're just committed to misunderstanding you, or just like always creating drama, or just trying to play victim. And maybe you wanted to help them at first, and it got to the point where it's like, okay, they don't really want advice. And you just go your separate ways. But the thing is, you don't really hold them in that bad light. You still think of the good aspects of them. You focus on like what their positive attributes were, and you'd still talk fondly about them. Like if somebody brought their name up, you'd have nothing bad to say. Like you'd be like, oh yeah, that person was a phenomenal pianist. Maybe they're like one of the most creative individuals I know. Or yeah, when they put their mind to something at work, like they really got the shit done. Like you have a wonderful habit of putting things into a positive perspective. Like really, situations, relationships, just people, places, things, all of the, yeah. But this is meant to represent them and stuff now, and it's like we're not friends anymore. So yeah, I think this is somebody that's exited your life. Okay. And we have, yeah, misery loves company, so don't leave me. But I think you did. Or at least you stopped participating, you know? It's just, yeah, it wasn't good for you. That's just, it's not who you are. It's not who you are. Now, because of your positive energy, I think you do attract maybe a lot of wounded birds, especially people in victim mentalities, because optimistic people almost naturally validate victim mentalities because they're so ready to offer their love or their support. They're like, oh, no, like, don't get down, don't get upset, like, it's not as bad as you think, and here, we can do something about this, we can do this better. And, you know, for most people, that is really supportive. That is exactly like what they want to hear. If you don't have support and you really are wanting to better yourself and you're going through like something tough. But some people are just really persistent and more committed to staying the victim and like, no, nothing goes right for me, I don't even want to try. Or maybe they try, but then they self-sabotage and then they're like, blame it on something else. They're like, I just can't get anything right, or just nothing can, you know, stuff like that. And it's like they're just so set on wanting to stay miserable because they feel more validated when other people just come in, and they'd rather get attention for being sad and you know, again, in misery, than they would to get attention for doing something that actually brought joy in their life, that was actually fulfilling for them. And, you know, maybe it's just because they've never experienced it, but we can't make that choice for people. We can try, we could show them, but at the end of the day, unless somebody wants to, their situation, their perception of it, it's just not going to change. And we're not responsible for changing it. We're really not. So, okay. With that. Okay, what else we have? Okay. So, before I get into the little fun apples to apples cards, we've got fulfillment. Oh my gosh, yeah, fulfillment and growth. Truth, giving back. When was the last time you felt most free? Yeah, oh my gosh, I really feel like that's exactly what we're talking about. So, again, especially with the Sagittarius, look at the bigger picture. A lot of people that stay stuck in these mindsets, they don't realize how freeing it is to take yourself out of that mentality, to take yourself out of, oh, woe is me, everything's going wrong, and saying, what can we do better? What can we fix? Like, that's empowering. It's creative problem solving. It's now you have agency in your life, and instead of just being, you know, like the byproduct of everything that's happening to you and around you, right? You're the change bringer. So yes. I do think though, and in most part, whether it's with this person or not, like, you do help a lot of people feel empowered. You help them find this sense of freedom that comes along with it, and with fulfillment and growth. Yeah. Okay. So growth, improvement, development, to develop and expand to make a better version. Yup. Man, I mean, shapeshifter, like, this is just so prominent in your energy. I love it, guys. I do. And a lot of people see this. They see this about you. You are just, wow. Okay, fulfillment, satisfaction, self-actualization, the state of being actual or complete. Oh, you know, I just heard, I don't know how many of you guys are familiar with the Eightfold Path. I do not know enough about it to really go into it, but it's like that constant self-development in all of those different areas of life. That might just be relevant for like one person. But okay, giving back. Generosity, volunteer, providing for others in appreciation of one's own success or good fortune. Yep. Okay. I really think like you've done so much of this for yourself that you can't help but like want to tell people and want to help them. Truth, honesty, genuineness, the intense pursuit and discovery of ultimate truth above all other activities. Yeah, you're not content with lack mindsets. You're not content with self-limiting beliefs. You know there's a deeper truth, and that deeper truth will set you free. That living in that will, that's what gets you out of the, you know, the self-imposed prisons. And also, I think, like, this is what you're teaching other people. This is the energy that you're sort of seeding into others. Yeah, which is wonderful. You actually might be, like, some sort of teacher or counselor, Pile, too. I'm just gonna say that. Like, you really might be, I don't know. I don't really use the word guru, but, like, because it feels so whitewashed and, like, new age and overused, but I mean, that kind of kept coming in my head. So, okay. These are the people that you attract. So, their energies, and also, like, some indicators and descriptions to help you know. Because we are nosy here. That's in the, you know, NosieGhosty. Okay. So, we have captain of the football team. The only one who can garner loyalty from a bunch of players. Calls the shots. Alpha player. But honestly, I feel like you're able to run game on anyone. And maybe you do, like, attract a lot of, like, alphas or, yeah, like, I feel like you bring in a lot of, why do I want to say high rollers? But, like, big personalities. Because here's the thing. Like, we can act like, oh, that's so superficial. But it takes a lot to get to anywhere, to be the captain of anything, honestly. Captain, oh captain. But to dedicate oneself to perfecting any sort of skill to the level that you're coaching others is commendable. And to step out of, you know, your comfort zone, to allow yourself to be uncomfortable and to continue doing that until you've perfected whatever this is that makes you feel like gives you purpose or fulfillment. But also, like, I really feel like this is you running game on people, but, like, hey, this is these are supposed to be the other people around you, so I don't know. Captain of the football team. Okay. What else do we have? Okay. Fanboys. You have a lot of fanboys? I don't think there's a fangirls card, so we can take that, I guess, as both. Is that, hold on, is that, let me touch the screen. Okay. I think I just heard a baby. There are no babies in this house. If you spend all of your time on internet forums criticizing movie trailers instead of talking with girls, you might be a fanboy. Okay. And then we also have hemlock. I don't always, by the way, read the bottom. Sometimes it seems relevant, sometimes not so much. That's why I put my own interpretations on. But okay, hemlock. Bread and circuses. I read that as beard and circuses, and I do that every time. But bread and circuses and manure. And neck beards. Okay, first of all, you got, like, a lot of masculine energy. Which is interesting. Here, I'm just gonna move these up here. You guys, shoot, you had more cards in the last pile. Okay, so first of all, with fanboys and hemlock, immediately with hemlock, I think of, you know, Socrates, but this is okay. The bread and circuses I will read because I think it's relevant. Okay. Shallow, superficial amusements Roman rulers provided to satisfy and distract the commoners, kind of like reality TV. Also, though, with the football, like I said, it's not superficial, but, like, maybe in this case it is you bring in a lot of people that tend to distract themselves with outside entertainment. Hold on, let me focus that again. It's just like mindless stuff. I think you pull in a lot of people that, yeah, it's like they give their energy to a lot of mindless stuff that doesn't actually do anything for them as a person, but it makes them feel like part of a collective that's doing something. So, you know, if the collective is doing something, you don't have to do anything if by your association to them, you can claim some sort of victory. It's kind of a backdoor exit of, you know, doing the work yourself or committing to anything and achieving something. And now we're social creatures. We all have to, you know, like, this is part of our personality. We want to identify with certain things. But if it's to the point or the extent that it's keeping you from participating in said things, right? It's different. You know, you could watch football on TV, but you could also start up like a side group with your coworkers or, you know, a university or school, or just your friends, right? Like, there's a difference between participating and watching, and it talks about that on the Fanboys too. It's like, you know, if you're on the internet all the time instead of talking to girls, you might be a fanboy. And the bread and circuses, it's okay. I heard the baby again. With neckbeards, this is kind of weird. I don't know why I'm getting this, because I just thought about somebody that wants to hide their throat, their vulnerability, as if like we need to worry about getting our throats slit. I mean, God forbid. And I'm lucky enough to say that casually, but okay, but yeah, circuses, or bread and circuses, and we have manure, and we have hemlock. Okay, I mean, this is entertainment circled around poison and shit. Literally poison and shit. Okay? A lack of vulnerability, a lack of interaction, of like social interaction. And even the interpretation that I did put on this card is like alpha player, right? It's non-commitment. So I think you bring in a lot of people that are sort of lost souls, you know, the non-participants of life. But you show them how to get over whatever these blockages are, you know, these different mindsets, these different ingrained beliefs that for whatever reason they missed their shot and that they can't do what it is that they want. You show them how to shapeshift, to fool, like a new beginning. You really do bring life into these people. Like, I think that was one of the first things we were saying, like the light, rain, and fine drizzle. It makes me think about how all of the plants are about to like, yes, like they're about to get nourished. Yeah, and even the card you chose, which I asked my spirit guides to help me pick a card that would just pull in the right people to that pile, not necessarily having to be related to that pile, but I mean, it makes sense that it would be related, because usually how we are in one aspect, we are in many, if not all of our aspects. But yeah, love mends all, but the misconception of what love truly is what creates all that needs to be mended. So I think like you deal with a lot of people that have misconceptions about what it is to maybe be successful, or what it is to be an active participant in society, or to live, or to really go after what they want. Yeah. And maybe even like you help people see like this lack of affection that they feel. This, where is the other one? Yeah, this lack of affection, this lack of feeling uncared for, it starts with them. It starts with them not showing enough affection to themselves, to them not caring enough for themselves. Also, with forgiving tick for tack, I also think that it's like, okay, you know, you are sort of responsible for this. Like, because you don't care enough for yourself, because you don't show affection enough for yourself, it's manifesting in your world, right? It's showing up in the people that you allow to be in your inner circle, or for lack of boundaries, or for lack of discernment, for lack of awareness, like tick for tack. It's almost like as within, so without, but also allowing people to not hold on to that, the weight of that. It's like, okay, look, it's not great, this is what's happening, but we can change it. There's a better way to do this, and you don't have to hold yourself in a mental prison that much more just because you're aware of it, because like that's counterproductive. And it's just so refreshing. There's just this release. There's a soul release with my pile number 2s. Like, you're literally releasing people from like trauma that they've been bound to for decades, maybe some of them like their whole life. It's beautiful. It's really, but like, oh my gosh, this is like heavy. You guys are doing the Lord's work, doing the heart's work. I'm gonna get some tarot. Shoot, we're getting close to the time. Okay, Spirit guides, can you give me some more cards on pile 2? What's attractive about them? Pile number 2s. Wow, that's so fast. Chariot. I really do think like you help people move forward. You help them get out of these blockages. But okay, let's see. Judgment. Yeah. You help people have like a reawakening. How literally to like get back out there and start again. People who like gave up. All is dead and gone. Dead and gone. What song is that? What? It's not Akon. Oh well, we're moving on. 8 of Cups. Speaking of moving on. Okay. Yeah. Oh my god. It's like, it's so good. It's so good. Judgment, literally. Walking away from what doesn't serve them. Going towards what they really and truly want. But before they can do that, have it like healing. Doing the healing work. Something about what's attractive about you. And you must do this yourself. You must have done this for yourself. Like a regular practice of it. There's something about you that just is like rejuvenating. It's like knowing that a plant isn't bad just because the leaves on one of the branches or the fruit that, you know, was probably good initially started to rot. It's like you don't throw the whole plant away. You just like prune it, or you like clip off like the dead parts. Like what? Like the plant itself is good. The roots are good. But from one branch to another, it's like redirect yourself. Like redirect your focus. What are you looking at? How are you looking at this? Look at the bigger picture. Because if you just look at the dead part of a plant, you'll say it's no good. But zoom out a little bit, look at the bigger picture, and you realize it's actually just a very natural and needed process of nature, of growth, of expansion. And, you know, I feel like you get people like they're like, yeah, all rah. And you probably also have to like kind of settle them back down a little bit with the piece. And it's like, okay, now how are we going to move forward? Because, you know, so you can't just go in guns a-blazing. I mean, you can try it, but it's great to have a plan and to like, you know, take it bit by bit and maybe rest before you take this action. Really think about it, let it sit, you know. Yeah. I'm gonna get some messages for you guys now. Oh my god. My butt is really numb, like so numb. Oh my god. Guys, the stool I'm sitting on is literally like this big. I'm not even kidding. Okay, pile 2. This is how you make others feel in regards to this, and like this is like emotions and statements. So for pile number 2, so you guys. That's okay. So, something just popped up on my phone, but oh well. Fulfillment. We've got... Whoa. That got heavy. So, the state of being actual or complete. When was the last time you felt most free? And you have frustrated, and I'm afraid I'm still in love with my ex. Interesting. Interesting. All right. Growth. Maybe your exes actually do feel like that. Maybe it's like you're always growing and expanding. So when they check back in on you, you're a whole new person, and they're like, like, I can't move on. Like, okay. So on growth, you have, let me show you off. And betrayed. Yeah, I feel like, because this is, again, like, how people feel around you and this energy. The people that before felt like they couldn't step out into the light, that they couldn't go after what they wanted, and maybe even betrayed themselves. With growth, it's like, let me show you off. You know, let me show you how okay it is to, like, want to be seen and to be in your energy and to want that. Okay, what's it on? Peace? Okay, I didn't mean what I said. Is that focusing? Okay, I didn't mean what I said. I'm just gonna go through and read all of these, and then we'll talk about it, okay? Look at the bigger picture. We have, I think you're perfect for me. You guys got a lot of people after you, even the ones that left your life. There's judgment. I'm not over the baggage of my ex. Wow, lots of exes. Ppile too. This self-growth is not only working for you in the, you know, the obvious sense of growth working for us, but romantically, you are a hot commodity. Okay, forgiving tick for tack. So, oh, shoot. I'm gonna have to put my phone on the charger. Okay, oh good, it's still recording. Forgiving tick for tack. I'm not sure if I can love you. Maybe somebody said that and to hurt you. And, you know, that is hurtful. It's hurtful that somebody would want to hurt us, right? It doesn't really actually usually matter in what way, but hold on. We have these two that came with it. I'm just going to plug my phone in. Okay. All right. So, yeah. This is forgiving tick for tack. I'm not sure if I can love you. With inspired and happy. So maybe if this is somebody in particular, maybe they weren't sure that they could love you because they weren't sure that they knew how to be happy with themselves, and something about the way that you forgave them or just kept going on with your life, forgiving yourself, being happy, showed them how to be happy. And now they're like, wait, I think I love you. You showed me happiness, so I must love you. Which, be careful with that, because if they're looking to you as the center or the affection or what produces their own happiness, because you're the one that taught them that can get kind of dangerous. But I think you already know that. I mean, you're super wise and very, yeah, wow. Well, it's getting work for you. But yeah, hey, pal, I mean, you got a lot of people here for it. Very much into you. Spirit guides, can you confirm for Ppile 2? Shoot, that was a lot. Okay. For Ppile 2. Okay. I'm really afraid my video is just gonna stop recording. For Ppile 3. Okay. Misery loves company, so don't leave me. Oh, that one was supposed to be in the first bucket. Some of them got mixed. Okay. I'm devoted to you endlessly. You guys got a lot of broken birds. Speaking of which, I hear Watson outside. He wants attention. Okay. I can't see the truth of your love for me, but that's out of your control. Yeah. Misery loves company. Above that is conquered. Well, we know you conquered it. Maybe they did too. That'd be great. We're not friends anymore. DM. Divine Masculine. Okay, I felt uncared for. What do you love? Follow your heart. Yeah. If you're not following your heart, you probably always feel uncared for because nobody can do that for you. Okay, shapeshifter. Do it. Do it now. Yes, now. I love that energy. I love that. You guys are great. Okay, so on what is it? Forgiving, tick for tack, happy, inspired. I'm not sure if I can love you. We have Cancer. And okay, on take time to breathe out. What do we have? Book divination. Okay, you guys might be avid readers. We can do book divination if you'd like. We're running over time, but it did come out. I believe in myself deeply. Maybe you guys like reading stuff. Oh, you know what? Oh, shoot, that one fell on the ground. I got the perfect book. Okay, so on Destiny, they are beloved by the angels. Pile number 2, you're beloved by the angels. Like, I don't know if you give yourself enough credit, but you are beloved by the angels. Like, you're out here doing, like, the angelic work. They probably, what do they call them? Earth angels? Okay. Trust yourself. Destiny, yeah. I think you are learning, if you're still not sure, like, how to trust yourself more in that, but it's okay. So to control oneself, I'm not really that bothered. And that's also on wild, untamed, uncontrolled, unregulated. So you've learned how to stay in this middle. Like, you control what you can, and you accept what you can't, I think. So, 4 of Swords. Ooh, now. You might be healing now. Especially with the, yes, do it now on the shapeshifter. Okay. 8 of Cups. I am more than enough. Yeah. And forgiveness. Yeah. Yeah, and we actually already had the forgive, tick for tack. Wow. Okay, let's get some charms for pile number 2. Spirit guides, guardian angels, what do you have for pile number 2? Signifiers for whose reading this is. Let's get some extra clarification, confirmation for my pal. Okay. Okay, so on shapeshifter and the Fool, we have the deer crossing. Maybe you should start like new beginnings seemingly out of nowhere. It's like, bah! You just come out of nowhere. Like, literally, especially with the do it now. Yes, like, maybe you're somebody that gets inspiration. It's like, you go through a funk for a bit, and then when you decide you're done, it's like you're done. It's like, in that moment, you're like, oh, okay, I'm ready to do something new. I'm ready to change the situation. I'm like, and yeah, once you decide it, you decide it. You grieve it and then you evolve. Okay, the letter S. Could be you, somebody significant. Okay, on growth we have the nunchucks. You know what? I think usually I look at this as like being bound to someone because I just needed something to signify that for me. But in this case, I feel like you make your problems your bitch. You're like, you know what? I'm a fighter. I'm not a victim. I'm a fighter. I'm going to fight for, I'm going to fight for this. You could be a Pisces. Wow, the letter J could really be significant. Because we have both, yeah, I suppose. Okay, we have two J's that came out right next to one another. And the letter B. Ooh, and construction worker. And it has the black heart, which means it's the divine feminine that's being worked on. That's beautiful. What's J? Joyful. Joker. Joker. Yeah, I mean, especially with the Fool energy. We talked about humor in the beginning. Okay. I'm afraid I'm still in love with my ex. So blessed. And the letter L. Loved. Loud. We also have the diamond. Oh, shoot. Dropped it. Dropped the diamond. Okay. So. Bird. Plane. Oh, my. You might actually have, Pile 2, you might have some incoming communication pretty fast about somebody that's not over you. They might be taking a trip to see you if there's long distance, or this is just really, it's coming in fast. The bird for me is communication. The plane is usually travel, but the way that it's coming in, it's like today or this week. Okay, reminder fell on when was the time you felt most free. So reminder, maybe you gotta remind yourself if this person does come at you sideways, like out of nowhere, it's like, it's great and all, but did it make you feel a little bit trapped, or like, can you maintain that sense of freedom? Okay, Scorpio could be significant. And the letter L, which came out twice over here actually. And the letter D, the letter V, and on the joyful intent anticipation that comes from imagining future pleasures. Stay inspired. Stay inspired. Okay. Lastly, oh wait, what's this? The letter G on captain of the football team. Great, gifted. Okay. Alright, first, let's see, spirit guides, guardian angels. Can we get any other zodiac signs for whose message this is? Their signs, or those that are in their reading that are showing up? Could have a Virgo in it. Scorpio rising on the bottom. Okay, that is just really struggling to zoom. It's usually, it autofocuses. Okay, Leo moon. Okay, hold on. Gemini moon. Leo moon. Pisces moon. Cancer sun. Okay, Cancer is pretty strong. Capricorn rising. Sagittarius sun. Libra rising. Gemini sun, and Virgo sun. Okay, now, oh my god, oh my thighs, my butt, I'm so numb, guys. Let me grab, okay, hold on, let me grab the book. That's weird. I'm not actually seeing the book, so file too. Is it in my backpack? Alright, we'll use this one instead. I have this book my sister sent me. It's really good, and it would have been perfect for the book divination that only you guys are getting because you're special. You know what happened? I think I put it aside because I was kind of wanting to do book divination with it, and then I forgot where I put it. So instead of it being in my regular place, it is misplaced. So, I don't know, let's just do this one. But let me... Okay. Make service an integral part of your life. Here, you can take a screenshot if you want. Wow. 177. 77 could be of relevance. To become a kinder, more loving individual requires action. Yet ironically, there is nothing specific you have to do, no prescription to follow. Rather, most genuine acts of kindness and generosity seem natural. They stem from a type of thinking where service and giving have been integrated into the person's thought process. Several teachers and philosophers that I have learned from have suggested that I begin my day by asking myself the question, how can I be of service? I have found this to be useful in reminding me of the multitude of ways that I can be helpful to others. When I take the time to ask this question, I find answers popping up all day long. If one of your goals is to be of help to others, you will find the most appropriate ways. Your chances to be of service are endless. Sometimes the best way that I can be of service is to offer my home to a friend or even a stranger in need. Other times, it is to give my seat to an elderly person on the train, help a youngster across the monkey bars, speak to a group, write a book, help out in my daughter's school, write a check to charity, or pick up litter on the road. The key, I believe, is to remember that being of service isn't a one-time effort. It's not doing something nice for someone and then wondering why others aren't being nice too, or doing things for us. Instead, a life of service is a lifelong process, a way of thinking about life. Does the trash need to be taken out? If so, go ahead and take it out, even if it's not your turn. Is someone you know being difficult? Maybe they need a hug or someone to listen to them. Are you aware of a charity that is in trouble? Could you possibly give a little extra this month? I have learned that the best way to be of service is often very simple. It's those little, quiet, often unnoticed acts of kindness that I can choose on a daily basis, being supportive of a new endeavor by my spouse, or simply taking the time and energy to listen. I know that I have a long way to go toward my goal of becoming a more selfless person. However, I also know that as I have attempted to integrate service into my life, I have felt better and better about the way I choose to live. There's an ancient saying, giving is its own reward. It's really true. When you give, you also receive. In fact, what you receive is directly proportional to what you give. As you give more freely of yourself in your own unique ways, you will experience more feelings of peace than you ever thought possible. Everyone wins, especially you. Okay, you can take a screenshot if you want. But I think that's lovely that it ended up on peace, and you guys have the peace card. That was honestly, it felt so good. I've never actually read this. I bought this book for somebody else, and I started to read it, and I was like, whoa, this is a good book. And then I got a second copy for myself, but then I never finished it, as one does. But I should. That was really nice. I think I'll use that for divination way more. But yeah, so I think you guys do help out a lot, and maybe you started wondering like why people don't help you back, and that's just like a gentle reminder that it's not you can't really do it to expect anything back from them, but you can expect equal and reciprocal relationships, friendships, and romantic or friend or family even. There's a difference between giving back and being taken advantage of. And the difference lies in your intention and their intention. So if you already know, like, you're going into a situation as, I just want to be helpful, not I want to be seen as helpful. That's a different. I just want to be of use. Then no matter, what their reaction is, you know that you've done your part in helping somebody. But if you never really speak your mind or say, hey, I need help with something, or I actually can't help you with this other thing. If you're afraid to do that, if you're afraid to set boundaries, and then you ask yourself why they don't try and fix that, why they don't themselves try and help you in return when you need it, and you feel entitled to that, 16, you have to ask yourself, well, when you were offering them help, were you doing it because you expected them to help you in the future, or were you doing it because you genuinely wanted to help? It's really important to be mindful of your motive and your intent. Yeah, and of course, if you, because usually, like, in friendships, if it's not reciprocal, that's when we sit down with someone and we're like, hey, I really don't mind helping you out with this or that, but I could really use some support when it comes to these things. Like, and I feel we haven't really developed that or cultivated that yet. And I'm just wondering, like, if there's some way that, I don't know, we can make it more fun, or, if you just have to have a discussion. Okay, it's a case-by-case basis, but if you just keep ignoring it and hoping like it will fix itself, it will never fix itself. You're just going to be bitter and resentful. And bitter and resentful people, it's hard to make a case that they did something out of not expecting anything, because bitter and resentful is literally feeling like you didn't get what you expected. So if you give without expectations, and I really do think you guys do. Like, you help a lot of people. It's all over the cards. You help tons of people. But there might just be, like, the little thing in the back of your mind sometimes, like, why isn't it reciprocal? And anyways, I'm going to cut it there. It's so long. It's so long. This one probably won't get a really cool intro or anything like that, because editing always requires the amount of video plus then some, because you can't delete the video, and so you have like a second copy, and then if you edit it, it's like whatever else you add into it. So this will probably just be like a good old-fashioned bare bones reading. Anyways, thank you so much, Pile 2. I release you. Of course, you are always free to go. If you stayed this long, like, super, like, you're a trooper. We did open that, right? Ooh, maybe we didn't. I Think You're Perfect for Me was on Look at the Bigger Picture, Full Moon in Sagittarius, and under it was, I'm afraid of your spirituality or the misuse of it against me. Funny, because there was a similar message in Pile 1. They came off, though, way more intense. So, yeah, I'm just going to leave that there. I've already said goodbye, but... that's interesting. Maybe somebody's a practitioner, or just, like, really intense in their self-growth, and it scares other people because they don't see the connections, which is what I did talk about in Pile 1, but... yeah, I'm gonna leave it there because I gotta start cleaning. And again, I feel so bad for Pile 3. I'm trying not to neglect them. Okay, bye. Bye. Shoot, I always forget that I separate these. But yeah, you can go. I'm just gonna keep talking to myself. Okay, this was forgiveness. Okay, yeah, these go in separate baskets. Let me just throw this one in the correct basket and then... there. Okay, while I'm doing this, I gotta put my coffee in the microwave again, because I only really drink a sip and then I heat it all over. Which does make me nervous, because I'm like, if I microwave, because it's the radiation from the microwave, it's nothing to get worried about. But if you reheat your cup of coffee like 20 times, 30 times, not even kidding, like, at what point is negligible not negligible? When is it actually, when should we get concerned? I don't know. Okay. I stayed up all night, but it's okay because I literally slept like 12 hours the night before, which I don't usually do. Okay, this goes over here. Oh, my stomach's growling. You go in that basket. I don't remember. I think you go in that basket. Forgot to mention though, the people that chose 𝔬𝔲𝔲 too, you chose 𝔬𝔲𝔲𝔲. This stone's actually used to help connect one to the angelic realm. It's one of my favorite stones because of that. It was one of the stones that I actually wanted for a long time, but it took me a while to get around to getting it or finding it. Okay, now. Oh. I grab a banana. Heck yeah, I gotta do both. I guess I could eat my banana while I'm talking to pile 3. It's not like I'm shuffling in the beginning. Yeah. Oh shoot, I forgot to rep myself again. I need to start promoting myself. I don't know, if you're still watching, hey, leave a comment. It would help. It would help. Also check out my TikTok if you want. It's also NosieGhosty. You know how I got that name? So I've been making these divination tools for years. That's why I have so many. And one day I was writing them, and just in my head, I was like, ooh, NosieGhosty. I'm gonna write that down on a piece of paper. And then I stopped and I was like, wait, no, I'm going to claim that. That's mine now. I took it. Yeah. I just liked the way it sounded, and I was like, it's perfect. This is not my first tarot channel. I just kind of kept starting new ones. But I'm dedicated. This one is, yeah, no, it's honestly, it's perfect. And yeah, it will grow as I grow. I wish I could stop this video, I really do, like, and I would just edit it, but for whatever unknown reason to me, it takes more data. I mean, in part, it would require me to use an app, which, like I said, it requires more than the video itself, so. You need double and then some of the storage that you originally needed, but yeah. And like the last video I recorded, I haven't posted it yet. I think it was an hour and a half. Shit, this one's already an hour more than that. It was an hour and a half, and it was 60 gigabytes. Oh my god. This one actually don't even... I better hurry. I'm kind of nervous now, but I won't speak into existence. You know what? I'll sort these later. Why am I even wasting time? I need like a bucket and I can just go, wow, throw them all over. These I will keep because they need to go back in the deck of zodiacs. Wait, where's my deck? I lost my deck. Ah, there it is. Okay, I'm gonna go grab my coffee, grab a banana, and we will dive into pile 3. You know what? If anyone's still watching, I said my stool that I'm sitting on is like the size of this basket. Okay, wait, that doesn't look like it's the same size. It's kind of close. It's close enough to complain about, okay? Okay. Where did I put this last time? Oh wait, I have to do the intro. That's right. And let me look at the time, 2:20:14. Okay. I need to start, oh, that's my hand. I need to start screenshotting this so I can find timestamps in editing. Okay, great. Hi, pile 3. What's up? Let's do your cards, yeah. Okay, so you guys chose red jasper. Known to be a pretty lucky stone, wards off evil, snake bites, spider bites. I think it absorbs evil actually. But I feel like you guys chose it for the color. It is pretty though. I'm gonna put that over there by my little Turkish eye. And yeah, how you react to my energy is not my responsibility. I like it. I like your sass. So, Aida, a garden. And then we also have Sabism, the worship of the sun, moon, and stars. Leo, faithful and true. All right, so let's get into it. What's attractive about you, pile 3? Are you fuzz? Please be fuzz and not a bug. I think it'd be moving if it was a bug. I can probably pick it up. I'm not gonna chance it. Okay, it's gone. Just in case. Okay. Pile 3, what makes you attractive? It's like 9 in the morning. Okay. What do you need to release? Ooh. Pile number 3. What makes you attractive? Are you just always like releasing people? Don't let the past hold you back. Shoot. Alright. Alright. Like I said, I haven't looked at most of these cards, so we are doing this together. Passion. Oh yeah, you guys got the most archetype cards. I almost put them back, but I was like, it's fine. I'll do it. So, passion. Okay, you have the lover. You also have hermit. Engineer. Femme fatale. An advocate. First off, like, I don't see you as chasing any of these people. With the hermit, hold on, with the hermit coming out, I feel like you have a lot of options. You have a lot of suitors, but they come to you. You're very smart, systematic too, an advocate for feminine energy, I would say, especially like that divine feminine energy. You know, it's just alluring. It's okay with, you know, just being like existing, being that creative, intuitive flow, you know, not having to push it into that, you know, like so much of our feminine energy is like pushed into or just like overridden by masculine energy. And I'm not saying masculine energy is bad, we all have both, but it's like masculine energy is pushed on us to the detriment of our feminine energy. And so I think that's what a lot of us have a problem with that talk about this stuff, and I think you do too. Like, you're an advocate of just also, again, of like, I don't think you chase people. I think you wait for them to come to you, and it's not like, oh, if you come to me, you're entitled to my time. Nope. What do you need to release? And you don't let your past hold you back. So it's like, you only take what you want. It's yeah, it's like, why am I thinking of like right for the picking? I'm confusing that with a different idiom. Right for the choosing. I don't know. Addict and healer. Okay, so I feel like there's something very addicting about you, and it might be the way that you heal. Also, if you're like the other piles, you have this energy about you that's just either you've healed something like an addiction yourself, and if people find that very attractive, they're like, wow, pile 3's really overcome some ish. Like, they were homeless or living under a bridge, and they pulled themselves up by their bootstraps, and now they're like really something. Oh, you know what? I was gonna eat my breakfast while I do this because I forgot. I'm getting so wrapped up in your reading, but I'm gonna try not to be rude about it and talk with my mouth full. We'll see how that goes. Okay. So I'm gonna lay out some of the cards. How do I want to do this? You guys might have actually gotten the most. You know what? Oh shoot, that's not gonna work. So we do charms later. Okay. Okay. These cards are like the impact that you have on people, in regards to the energy, their mindsets, and also signifiers as to who they might be to you. You know what? Let's do... I really want to keep them all in frame, but your pal's doing the mostest. Or at least like the people that are attracted to you are doing the mostest. It's like everyone's got something to say. Which, by the way, I feel like not only are like lovers attracted to you, pile 3, but like also drama. It's like, you know when you hear people say like, drama just finds me? I feel like you're one of those people, but I don't think you participate with the Hermit. It's not like you have anything to gain from it. It's like it just finds you. Okay. Definitely have a sense of humor. Okay, so global labeling. You generalize 1 or 2 qualities into a negative global judgment. And that was, I love the drama, I felt excluded. This is, what do people love about you? So I wonder if you have kind of harsh judgments that are a little bit, I don't want to say jaw-dropping or stark, but I would say they're a little bit more defined. Like, you're not afraid to state your opinion. With, I tell other people awful things about you for attention, but you also have always telling the truth. Now, this doesn't have to be about, like, specific people. I almost wonder if it's, like, in regards to, like, social issues or concepts. Maybe say some things that people don't expect and they are offensive, but you're telling the truth. You're telling your truth, too. It's like, I don't know, you might like to play devil's advocate, like, a little bit, but you're really, I mean, is it worse to be a devil's advocate over, like, actual issues that you're wanting to talk about and bring light, or to be somebody that's, you know, like, two-faced and that doesn't tell the truth and revels in drama that way, you know? Okay, I'm gonna throw my banana peel. Oh my god, I'm out of room. Okay, right there. You might hear me chewing, but it will be less distracting than hearing my stomach growl like it was towards the end of pile 2. Okay. But let's start a business together. Pile 3, I feel like you got like a lot of people ready to commit to you. You also just might be very creative. Although, not to say you're not creative, what I'm kind of getting is, oh, what's that song? I got you, Dear Maria. I got your picture, I'm coming with you. Dear Maria, come in. There's this a specific line. Shoot! I don't have to sing the whole song just to get to that line. And I'll try not to sing on camera. Although, to be honest, there will come a day where I'm probably just openly singing on the camera, because I really don't think there's anything wrong with it. But I'll be the narrator, telling the American dream. Wait. Okay, I feel like this is somebody that sees you as like a ringleader, as the pretty face, as the pool. Like, you draw people in, and I don't know if like there are others that want to commercialize on that. Like a poster boy, poster girl, like they make you the face of a campaign, or whether it's a social issue or just like your like a bigger social issue, or maybe even just like a social group social issue. Actually, yeah, with global labeling too. I wasn't getting that initially, but I don't know. I think people are really quick to label you and try and like place you in their lives in a way that sort of benefits them more. I don't think that's everyone. I think that's maybe just for a few people, or just for like a few people in your life that are like that. You guys are probably just like super attractive and super charismatic to the point that like people can't help but, I won't say that they can't help it. We can all help ourselves. We shouldn't give people excuses for treating us poorly. But impulsive people who maybe don't like consider your feelings all the way, it feels natural to them to want to put you on the face of something. It's like whatever they were wanting to do, they feel like it would be more successful if your name was also on it. Like if you supported their cause, it would just like get more traction. But let's see who these people are and what they're feeling like in this energy and around you. That is what this portion is for. A sugar rush. What is that song? Is it that Maroon 5? So sweet. You guys I'm getting lots of songs with your group. And they're songs that I don't know really, so it's kind of embarrassing because I'm trying to remember them and sing them. But A Sugar High. Okay. Oh, what a feeling when we're dancing on the ceiling. Lionel Richie. Oh, shoot! I didn't even read that, and that's a song too. Okay, something about music is really important to group 3. You might be clairaudient, or okay, I have claircognizance and clairaudience. And so I'm actually not sure if this is the product of having both, but sometimes like just now I hear lyrics in my head. It's not just like hearing outside of my ears, although I get like ringings and stuff all the time. But didn't mean to touch that. Yeah, you guys might have that too. You might have that too. Like an inner hearing and an inner knowing. Maybe that's how you connect the two songs. Or with passion and lover, femme fatale, I feel like you're also just like really like okay with being in your energy, like being in your I was gonna say natural, like maybe, but like in that, like you're at ease, you're okay with your body, you love your body, you love moving, you love dance, you love being in that, like hey, like you're down for a good time. I think you might be a hermit, but you're down for a good time, pal 3. I can get with it. See, I don't even know you, and I'm like, yeah. I'm for pal 3. I chill with pal 3. Let's go on an adventure. Okay. Oh, mind reading. Actually, that would maybe tie into claircognizance. But okay, adventure. Okay. Planning and experiencing events that are out of the ordinary and are unusual, exciting, or daring. Ooh, okay. Mind reading. Without their saying so, you know what people are feeling and why they act the way they do. In particular, you are able to divine how people are feeling toward you. Okay, when I wrote this, 4422, I wrote this as like very sarcastic. It was pretty dry, but this is, now I'm reading it as actual, like, yeah. Especially with the engineer. Like, maybe you are really good at working out what people are thinking or feeling, or in predicting their actions even. Okay. Also, you might have a lot of people trying to figure out, like, what's pile 3 thinking? What do they want from me? How can I get closer to them? So challenge, performing a feat or demanding the truth of rightness in a given situation. Service, The desire to share your unique gifts and skills with others as a way of serving humanity without expecting anything in return. Self-respect. Having pride and confidence in oneself, a feeling that one is behaving with honor and dignity. What are you not willing to change for a relationship? Oh, you got 2. And how can we keep the passion alive? Oh, and you guys got passion. Okay, wow. First of all, for how this influences people around you, I feel like you really are able to challenge people to look at, like, okay, what am I not willing to change for a relationship? But also, like, what am I willing to change? It's like, maybe in the past, they're like, no, I nobody can change me. I don't want to. And then you come in their life and they're like, hold on. These non-negotiables are now negotiable. But with self-respect, I don't think it's like in a self-abandonment type of way. I think it's more like an awareness that, okay, I was giving an importance to something very specific because I was afraid of being vulnerable, or I was afraid of growing. I was afraid to, like, try something new with adventure or challenge myself. And there's almost a willingness to serve you, which is, you know, that is sort of the epitome of that healthy feminine energy. Like, that's just a natural byproduct. The universe, people, everything, it comes to you, it serves you. But yeah, there's something, it's because you know how to bring life into stuff. Again, that's that feminine energy, that's creative. Like, you bring in life, whereas, like, otherwise it's kind of dead. Like, you heal it. Like, you insert this passion, you're an advocate. Like, wherein, like, a normal relationship, somebody would be like, no, I'm not willing to, like, go and do all of this stuff with you. They meet you and you make it fun, and they're like, whoa, I didn't know it could be like this, and they want to do more. Okay, so signifiers for these people, we have Generation X, right? Born between 1961 and 1981, Gen Xers are also called the MTV generation and slackers. Does the X mark the spot? All right, so I'm not going to say, like, that's your age, but so if you're younger than that, you might just pull in a lot of older people. Or if you're older, good for you, pulling in these little youngsters. Let's see. Deep sea angler. Yeah, I feel like you, like, bring people to the depths. And I'm not gonna say it's funny, it's kind of funny. Because something about you, it's just so alluring, even though it's dangerous. It's like, they know that they could get eaten by you. They know that they're not supposed to be swimming that deep. But something about that little light that you're shining, it just calls to them, beckons to them. I also get kind of like siren energy with you guys. Okay, bony fish with wide tooth-lined mouths and glowing lures projecting from their heads. Ooh, that just kind of gave me a whole different meaning, because we were talking about, like, claircognizance, and I'm thinking of, like, the crown chakra lit up for you guys. Can live at depths of 14,000 feet or swimming through your nightmares. So I feel like you guys are actually just really skilled at navigating subconscious, yours and others, with mind reading. Yeah, something about your crown chakra is, like, super lit up. Super lit up. Okay, so survivalist. Pickup lines, date night, and those jobs. This is, again, I really feel like these people, survivalist, pickup lines, like, they wouldn't normally do this stuff, this adventurous stuff, but for you, they will. They want to. Even if it feels like they have to survive it. This is, like, I'm also getting, like, survivalist of the fittest. So it's like they know you have a lot of suitors. So it's like, if they don't go out and do this stuff, somebody else will. It's just that simple. So they do it. Like, duh. Which is, again, that's the wonderful thing about feminine energy. When you start demanding more of others, you get more. And usually you get more people, too, willing to meet those demands, which is crazy. But, I mean, it's not crazy when you really think about it, but yeah. So nose jobs I find is interesting, because I think the people that are around you, because you have so many options, Pile 3, they're nosy. I also get like brown nosing. Like, they don't mind being a kiss ass. They just want you. They want you so bad, Pile 3. Oh my gosh. This is like this. Like, all of the groups had a lot of pull, but like, this one's just coming out so strong. Right from the beginning. Yeah, I feel like you probably have endured a lot of, cheesy pickup lines, but, a few nose jobs: perfume sniffer, truffle hunter, nose job model. This could also be like that, you attract a lot of affluent people. I feel like you probably attract a lot of affluent but self-conscious people, Pile 3. Pickup lines: are you religious? Because you're the answer to all my prayers. That's a little concerning, but also, when the world ends, they're just getting started. It's funny for survivalist. I feel like you could probably end people's worlds, and it's like just getting started, and for some reason that's very exciting. Okay, we are going to get some tarot. Pile 3, spirit guides. What is attractive about my Pile 3s? It's attractive. That came out in another group. What is attractive about my Pile? Oh my god, that one did too. Are you guys from the other group too? That one, okay. And that one? Are you kidding me? That one came out also in another group. Okay, and well, that one's new. Okay, so what's attractive about you? Okay. Pile 3. So let's see. 4 of Swords, 8 of Cups. Something that's healing about you is you actually might have had an addiction, like with alcohol or drugs, and you walked away from it. If that's the case, because we have healing and addict, and they just kind of landed on that, and I'm looking at the cups like walking away from drinking, but yeah, you walk away from what doesn't serve you, even if it's like benefiting you, even if society says like it's okay. If it's like in your heart, it's not, like you realize it's not good for you, regardless if society will validate it or not, you walk away from it. And then you have 6 of Pentacles, Judgment, and the 4 of Pentacles. So I think you're really good at mirroring people. Oh shoot, is that not even, that doesn't usually happen, but I don't know, maybe I did something before recording. You're really good at mirroring people. You know, whether it's like their body language or their hype, their energy that they bring to a conversation, I think you're really good at matching it. Judgment, 4 of Pentacles. You're set. You are so set on having a rebirth. You're definitely like a phoenix, rising from the ashes, but when you're committed to something, you won't let it go. Like a locked jaw. Can we clarify, what's this Judgment and 4 Pentacles, please, Spirit? Okay, ooh, Lovers. So it might have something to do with passion. 10 of Wands in reverse. 8 of Wands. Okay. Passion, what came out? 2 of Pentacles in reverse and the Emperor in reverse. Okay. I think there's some part of you, Pile 3, that I saw 555. Some part of you that, in order to keep the passion alive in a relationship, it's like like, throw out the rule book, like, rules be damned. There's something about you that is so hard to control, and I think you're also very impulsive. Sometimes when you don't know, like, what's the right decision to make, whether it's like you and your partner, you're just like, okay, let's go do this one. Let's just go on this adventure. Let's go do this. And you don't maybe think it all the way through, but like that's what's fun about it. 8 of Wands to 6 of Pentacles. Yeah, so to me this is like being able to mirror and match people's energy, like communication. I just think you're really good at holding on to, like, keeping the passion alive with Judgment. You keep it alive. And because of that, I think people hold on to you. Anything else, you guys? Knight of Wands in reverse. That's funny. Yeah, Knight of Wands in reverse is kind of the F-boy, F-girl. But, so a lot of tarot readers will interpret that as like the, yeah, fuckboy, fuckgirl energy, in and out. But actually, the Knight of Wands, or at least in the books that I have about the Knight of Wands in reverse, it's like the plan's halted. It actually doesn't go through. It gets stunted almost. So maybe when you go through these periods where the passion is like nipped at the bud, and you had planned out something to go on an adventure, and it's like, oh, well, okay, what do we do? You're really good at like providing a third option on the spot without thinking. It's like, okay, well, look, we have to do something. Whoop! I almost dropped that whole, I mean, I guess I did, but I didn't get them all mixed up. Okay. Can we clarify Knight of Wands in reverse, please? What's Knight of Wands in? Justice. Okay. Yeah, 7 of Cups. Yeah, I think when whatever you had planned originally doesn't go, like, it just doesn't work out. Can you see this? Okay. You're pretty good at, like, coming up with another option. I mean, I don't know if it's a good option, but it's something. And something is enough to keep passion alive. And I think you're aware of that. And this can also just be, like, maybe what's halting this passion is, like, there's too many options for you or your person, and then so you're just like, look, I don't even care anymore, just pick a damn cup. And you pick one with the Emperor in reverse and 2 of Pentacles. But it's fun, you know. You're not doing it in like that grouchy way. It's like, just pick one. You're like, we gotta pick something, so I think we should just do this. And you make it fun. You're like, I wanna, you know, like, let's go salsa dancing. And your partner's like, I've never gone salsa dancing, I'm so insecure about salsa dancing. And you're like, but we'll have fun, and we'll make jokes about it. And, you know, like, I think you're really good at getting people out of their comfort zone. So, 6 of Cups. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah. You know, I feel like a lot of people live in their past, but you're pretty focused on living in your present. Jeez. King of Swords in reverse and 3 of Cups in reverse. Since we already had that Emperor, I don't know, sometimes maybe it's just like when you get stressed out, but this is like what people find attractive about you, is that you can cut loose. And you might be in some sloppy friend groups, I'm not gonna lie. You might be in some sloppy friend groups, or have like friends with benefit situations. And the people that are in those situations find that very attractive. Or, again, maybe it's just like that femme fatale. It's like, wow, pile 3 is just a hot mess, and I'm here for it. Not to call you out like that, but, like, you know, it's kind of coming through. It's like you're a hot mess, but you're fun. At least you're fun. 10 of Cups. Yeah, it's like 10 of cups upright before cups. I mean, yeah. I don't know. I think you at least you're fun. Like, you could wait there for that one cup and wait for some specific thing to come in if you want to, but you're going to be unhappy doing it. Or you could just choose one of the cups and likely you'll collect all 10 and you'll be fine. Maybe that's what pile 3 does. They just, yeah. Okay. Let's get you some papers. Okay. First, I'm going to pull out emotions and messages from those around you, how you make them feel. Hold on, let me fluff this basket. Whatever falls out, I just throw back in when I'm fluffing it. Oh no, it caught onto my sweater. That one was a good one. Yellow ones are always good. Okay, fluff, fluff, fluff. Okay, great. Spirit guides, how do people feel around pile 3 and this energy? Like, how does this, what is their reaction to this energy? How are they feeling towards pile 3? Okay. Oh my gosh. Why is that last shake like so much? It was like all of them combined. Twice as many. Okay. Okay. Now we're gonna do the normal baskets. I'm gonna shake them less aggressively. Okay, for pile 3, these are going to be the clarifiers and confirmations. I don't want to take all those. Spirit, that's so many. Okay, clarifiers for... Oh, it's a clarifiers for Spirit, but nothing came out. So, okay, clarifiers from Spirit for pile 3. What's attractive about them? I'll take just that one little paper. Sorry, guys, but like... You already got the most oracle cards. It kind of looks like you have the most papers too, but okay, so you guys clarify for pile 3. What's attractive about them? Okay. Shoot, I have to look at all of it. Okay. Let's get into this, okay? Honestly, I'm not against looking into all of this. I'm nosy and I want to. I'm just really nervous that this video is not going to upload. The last video, the last pick a card, took 9 hours and then it quit at the last moment and then took, what was it, like 12 hours more. And I can't use my phone. You know why it quit after the 9 hours? Because it was like at 79%. I went to turn my timer on and YouTube was like, you can't leave the app. It started all over. And I don't have network here, so I'm using all my phone data, which means I am literally just sitting here quietly, just twiddling my thumbs as these upload. Okay. Peace over mania. What is attractive about my pile number 3s? Honestly, I feel like in part of how you choose peace over mania is like when other people are like overwhelmed with stuff, you're just like, let's choose this one. And you make your peace with it. You're like, yeah, well, come on, let's have fun. Stop worrying so much. Okay. No. Hold on, let's get more on this. Oh, someone they know. Alright. On how you react to my energy is not my responsibility. Oh, this one came out in the last pile too. I can't see the truth of your love for me, but that's out of your control. Yeah. Maybe you really loved some people in the past and they couldn't see it. So it's like, well, it's not my responsibility. I'm not sure if I can love you. That also came out in the last pile, and these came from the basket that I fluffed. I didn't fluff the other ones. Okay, I love the drama. Insecure. Femme fatale. Your spiritual practices make me uneasy. This one also came out in the last one. Okay. I almost wonder though if it's like, if you watch videos on how to channel your divine feminine, maybe that makes especially like masculine energies, it could also honestly makes a lot of feminine energies insecure. And maybe they think like that's why you love the drama, or maybe that's because we talked about earlier how you might have just like different opinions from the norm. Like you might be very much like, it's okay to be in your feminine energy and just like allow the world to give to you, and everyone's like, no, you gotta go and like work a 9 to 5 and kill yourself and barely get anything, and don't be in your feminine energy too much because it's like throwing it in, you know, like maybe some people take it as like you're throwing it in their face. You're just out here like existing and choosing like an easier, healthier lifestyle for yourself. You're not saying that work is bad. You're not saying that you're entitled to anything. I mean, you're entitled to choose how you live, but like if somebody has a problem with that, I don't know that they should be checking other people's mindsets, but I don't know. So maybe like you just being in your feminine energy is causing others to get insecure, and they're like, oh, they just want drama. They think they're so much better than everyone else. And like, I don't know, maybe you used to engage in it and you've kind of healed that and pulled away from these people. But with I felt excluded, like, I don't know, maybe people actually did exclude you because like something about your energy is just so intimidating. That feminine energy that, you know, you had jealous people that just like, they didn't want you there. They didn't, you know, they don't want pile 3's too pretty. I don't want my man looking at pile 3, because I mean, you have like a ton of suitors. I just, yeah, it could be that like where just you've gotten a lot of petty, jealous energy towards you, and maybe sometimes you've retaliated in that, or you've just gotten a lot of invitations to be in social groups, but with Hermit, it's like you don't want to go out as much with all of these people, especially if they're not a vibrational match, because it's just going to be draining. And these people took it as an offense, like you were trying to exclude them or like you were too good for them. And that's not it. It's just that like you enjoy your own time. You can't be giving it to everybody that wants a piece of you, because a lot of people want a piece of you, pile 3. Okay? I speak the truth. I do speak the truth. But yeah, you also had I was telling the truth. So honestly, that just makes people uncomfortable. My God, it makes people uncomfortable. Like, you speak your truth and people are like, blasphemy. How dare you start drama in this group? It's like, what? Was there a script? Did I not get mine? Like, what? Okay, I felt excluded. Inadequate. I tell you, I feel like, I don't know if it's like compared to you. And also this was, yeah, I felt excluded. But like people just feel inadequate, pile 3. Because I'm asking like, what's attractive about you? And remember, these are how you make people feel around you. That's what I said specifically when I did the feelings. What is their reaction towards you? What are they feeling towards you? They feel inadequate, all right? They feel inadequate. They feel insecure. Where is the other one? Yeah, it's like they don't feel worthy enough. Like, they're not sure if they can love you. Probably in part, like, this could be friends who, like, they're not sure if they can love you, because that means that, like, they've got to be okay with your energy. And, you know, like, when someone's, like, it's like, oh, they're too good. I can't like them. Like, they're just too good. They have to have something wrong with them. Okay, if you're thinking that, it's because you feel insecure. Okay, so, 4 of Swords, we have stay present. I said that earlier. I said I don't think you're one to live in the past, really. I think you do stay in the present, you know? Yeah, very healing. Okay, so seek guidance from your angels and spirit guides. They're waiting. That was on 4 of Swords. You'll know how that resonates for you. But I definitely would say, like, that coming out next to your spiritual practices make me uneasy. You could be somebody that's very in touch with your angels and spirit guides, and good for you. That will make people uneasy. It just will. But you know, honestly, you know, that used to make me uneasy as well. Like a few years ago, I was like, who are these people talking to? Like, what is this? Is this a show? And I thought to myself, like, I'm probably never going to be that. Now I'm like talking to them like every day, like all day. It's I couldn't think of it in a different way, and it took time to cultivate that. But yeah, so yeah, all the amount of skepticism is fine, but if you're using it as a way to like just berate somebody or exclude them, I mean, that's not great. Okay, I know you're afraid of losing me. Okay, so I'll just let you know, somebody feels pretty full of themselves, because this is one of the ones that came out in the basket for how you make other people feel. Where was that? Was that over here? So maybe somebody actually thinks like you're afraid of losing them. I don't know. On healer, we have, you don't have to rush for other people. Oh, 1111. I just saw that. It was 31111. Yeah, that might just be a message for you from your angels. Like, you don't have to, whatever you're healing right now, you don't have to rush. Yeah, loose ends with past endings. And that was on 8 of Cups. So you might still be healing from something from the past, but you really don't like engaging in it. You don't like investing in it more than you have to. 8 of Wands. I've never cared for someone so deeply before. So you might be getting a message about that pretty soon. Because that's how you make people feel, and the people around you. Knight of Wands in reverse. I still have romantic feelings for my ex. Oh, this could be a past partner. Because again, this is how you make people feel. I mean, Knight of Wands in reverse. I mean, I hope this isn't people that are coming into your life and they're like, oh wow, I miss my ex now. That sucks. I've experienced that before, so I can tell you guys, like, that is really shitty and it sucks. Although, actually, I don't know if I can really say I've had that same experience, because, to be honest, the person told me, like, from the get-go, I was just really naive, and I was like, I'll change them. Don't ever do that. Don't ever be that person. Don't, we live and we learn and we grow. Okay. All right. Amazed. Oh, you got people out here amazed. Amazed. Okay, I tell other people awful things about you for attention. Let's see what these are. Okay, we have High Sage. Maybe you're really intelligent, or like you've got all of this divine feminine wisdom at your disposal. I don't know, maybe there's people that try to put it like a bad spin on that. Victim. Interesting. So, yeah, I'm gonna say yeah. Because victim falling on, I tell other people awful things about you for attention. I would say this is clarifying you to be the victim of that situation, not the instigator. Especially with High Sage, it's like maybe tell people like just truths about themselves. They're not prepared. They can't really digest it. So it's like, oh my god, pile 3 is, it's like they got this vendetta against you. And so then they just go off and like try to like tear you down socially, because you hurt their ego so badly that you must be evil. You must be evil. There must be something wrong with you because you can see the wrongness in them. How dare you? Okay, on Engineer. Yeah. I know that if I felt more healed, you would be the one for me. Okay, well, you might have people out there that they're not sure if they can love or love themselves or others, but for whatever reason they know that if, well, I guess nobody knows it until they're at that place, but they think it, that you would be the person. Okay, Hermit. Viva la résistance! The inner perfectionist in me, and also just like the goof, I want to say this again. I'm like, I could do that better. We'll be here 10 times in a row. I'm like gonna say it. But yeah, with Hermit, I feel like maybe the way that you sort of like resist getting involved in all of this drama, it's you go hermit mode. Like that is your Like, that is how you resist the system. Rebuke the capitalism. Rebuke the social hierarchies. Okay, on lover, we've got... Whoa! You want more from me? I don't know if this is you or them, honestly. I don't know if it's like people come into your life and you're like, whoa, wait, I'm sorry, you have a crush on me, or oh, you've got a thing for me? That, or you get yourself into situations with lovers and friends with benefits, and they get real surprised, and it's like, wait, you wanted more? If that's the case, I want to tell you right now, don't get intimate with anyone, physically especially, until you've established those boundaries and you say, like, look, I'm looking for a real commitment, and I don't get physically involved with someone that I'm not in a commitment with. People will understand. If somebody tries to manipulate you and they're like, what kind of old time crap is that? They're fuckboys and they just want, or fuck girls, and they just want to take advantage of you. They are not in a healthy mindset to be in a relationship anyways. Just avoid those people if that's what you're looking for. If not, if you're just having a fun time, like, you do you, boo. But yeah, if you're like, why don't I ever get good relationships or good people? You gotta vet them out. It's not that you're destined to attract bad people. We all attract bad people. It's you gotta shoo them away. That's the key. You'll get good people too, but the bad people are always gonna like claw their way up. And they're like, ooh, you look vulnerable. Let me get to you, you hot little thing. Let me just sink my teeth, my claws into you. Alright. Although, I'm gonna be honest, I kind of feel like you guys are like, I don't know, I won't say like the one in control necessarily. You're definitely the one with the energy though, like the life force. Probably like, I feel like you're the interesting person in these relationships. You're the Jackie. You're the Princess Diana. Alright? Okay, I live in the present. That is the second time that's come out. So on Hermit, it came I live in the present, and then on Four of Swords. So yeah, the way that you heal is you need alone time. You have to have time by yourself to like digest everything and like be alone with your thoughts and away from everyone else. Probably because so many people like project their own insecurities onto you. Like, you just have to like separate yourself so you could be like, okay, wait, hold on, what's mine and like what is theirs? Like, what is their shit that they're just kind of pushing on to me? You know, you gotta like be in your own energy, and you're like, okay, well, when I'm alone I feel fine, my energy feels fine, but when I'm around this person, suddenly it's not so great. It's a little bit more chaotic. Addict. Okay, people love you more than you realize / accept. Okay. Since that fell on addict, I'm a little hesitant because I don't know if that it could be addicted to the belief that if people love you more than you realize or accept, or like holding on to that. If people treat you shitty and you're like, yeah, but they love me. No. If they, especially if it's a pattern. If you're like, yeah, but they love me. Yeah, but like they're trying. Yeah, but they're like in a bad situation. Yeah, but like they did something kind of okay for me last. No. Stop. Okay. Now, second, I'm just, I won't go into that too much except for raise your standards. Right now, raise your standards. But what I think is probably more relevant, because we have Hermit, is you probably push people away and you just like assume it's like, I can't reach out to them, I don't want to be a burden, like they wouldn't understand, they don't care, especially if you had gone through like a lot of like relationships with like bad social situations. Maybe you just expect now everyone would just kind of turn you away, or they couldn't be there for you. And hey, you're right to try and use discernment. You're right to be like you're right to use you're right to be skeptical or have some skepticism towards that. But don't just shut people out. Don't just assume. Don't make that choice for them. You still allow yourself to be like a little vulnerable. Let them show you. Okay, and what is this? Because we had inadequate. What are you not willing to change for a relationship? I didn't see this one. Ooh, I think I want someone new. Interesting. Oh, shoot. We have all of these in this basket. My gosh. Okay, hold on. Okay. You guys extra. Okay, lover. Wow. That literally came into the basket above lover. Oh, you know, I didn't even read your card. Great passion and devotion. Unbridled appreciation of someone or something. Shadow attribute. Obsessive passion that harms others. Self-destructive devotion. So great passion. And literally right next to it is passion. I don't even think this is just in relationships. I think like you're just a passionate person, pile 3, like with your hobbies, with your work, with everything. Like you're just passionate. A lover of all sorts. Okay, let's see. Clarity is dangerous right now. Okay, clarity is dangerous right now. So you might be asking about a situation that's just, to know the answer would affect the outcome and not a helpful way for you. Hidden factors, yeah. And sometimes this is within ourselves. Like we think we know the truth of something and we're so ready to like yield our sword of truth and of judgment, and then later on we're like, ooh, wait, I kind of fucked that up. Especially if you really think like people can't love you enough, and like you yeah. Okay, so, oh, okay. If you could see your future spouse, you'd know this current-ish wasn't worth the heartbreak. So maybe right now you don't, clarity on who that is or what that looks like is a little dangerous because you have to heal, and it's important that you're not out there looking for this person because you're not going to find them until you kind of have to go through this heartbreak because of the soul growth, self-growth that it's triggering. All right, I'm slow, but I'm certain. And my ex is my soulmate. There's a lot of ex energy coming out. Okay, now we're going to get you some charms, or are we doing zodiacs? We're doing zodiacs. Everybody pray that this video uploads, and you're gonna be like, it's already uploaded. Why would we pray for something that's already happened? Because time is a concept. It's fluid. I can feel your energy now, just as you can feel mine now, and your now is different than mine now. And also, I like prayers. But if you don't want to pray, you know, you could just leave a comment. That would be great. Okay, so let's get zodiac signs for you, or you could do both. I mean, hey. Okay. Pile 3. Can we get zodiac signs that are significant to this reading for them or the people involved? Pile number 3. Okay, what do we got? What do we got? Ooh, Sagittarius moon, Taurus sun. Spirit guides, can we get any others? Okay, that's probably too many. I don't know. Okay, look, we'll look at them, but I'm not going to put them all down. Okay. So, Taurus sun. Oh my god, we had Taurus sun, Taurus sun. Okay. And we have Libra moon, and then these all came out together, so I don't know. But we'll look at them. Taurus rising. Virgo rising. I'm just going to put them back on top of each other because I would rather keep the cards open for the charms. Leo sun. Libra sun. Sagittarius sun. Virgo moon. Gemini rising. Taurus moon. Aries sun. Capricorn rising. Libra moon. Okay, so we have that one twice. And Aquarius sun. All right. Charms. Trinket signifiers for pile 3. For whose story this is. last one. Why? The last one has so many. Okay, we have Cancer, the letter V. Oh, let me put this over here. Okay. Viva la resistance! 𝔖𝔥𝔞𝔪𝔞𝔫. That's funny, because that was also on Hermit. So maybe somebody's like coming after you, and you're like resisting them. You're like, I'm not your bae. I am my own bae. Okay. Ah. Viva la resistance. Okay, sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna keep saying that. Okay, on Lover, we've got... Ooh. Like the contract. That's interesting. Okay. And a question mark. You know, didn't you get something about... Hold on. Yeah, whoa, you want more from me. So, they're with the Lover and the confused person and this contract. I do think, like, there's a lack of clarity in regards to an official... yeah, like an official claim, or it's like what to expect of one another. I don't know if it leaves the Lover phase into like romantic partners, or if that just confuses you too much and you just prefer, if you just prefer to keep it abstract. But okay, astral projecting. Ooh, that was like 7 cups. Overactive. I also feel like you're in your headspace too much. And again, I keep forgetting about the claircognizance that was coming in earlier in the crown chakra and the spirituality. Okay, let me see. On Aquarius Sun, what do we got? We have the letter H, happy, helpful. We've got you're great. We also have Pisces. So maybe Aquarius Sun with Pisces placement. Somebody that's just a dreamer, dreamy. We have the letter J. Let's see. On Libra Sun, can you see all of these? I'm trying to look in the camera. I know it's blurry, but I'm just gonna have to like touch it again to show you the stuff up close. Okay. So middle world being, for me, on Libra Sun, that is maybe somebody that's really good at staying in the middle, not like staying on the fence. It could be somebody that with Aries placement that's a Libra. L, loved, allowed. Yeah, okay. Ooh, underactive over here. That's interesting. The letter I, individual. Interesting. That's funny. The letter E, easygoing, energetic. Somebody's doing like a little spit take. We also have the happy kitty. That one's a belly rub. And again, a confused person. Okay, so is that all the letters? Yeah, L. Oh my gosh, I just realized you have L-I-E. You have lie. Oh, on Libra Sun. You take that as you want to take that. If you know a Libra and you were suspicious about them lying about something, like, I don't know, maybe that was your confirmation. But, like, also, maybe you just needed to, like, lie down and take a cat nap. I don't know if something's confusing. But with the spit take, I feel like there's something, like, unexpected.